All right, we continue Bloodlords today. We're down one player. That's okay. We got 5 others. Our party had a setback recently. A couple of them. There was a bold attack on the last witch of the coven, who is a professor. Who the coven is behind the poisoning plot. You also found that something I think was called blood ash. She seemed to be researching, which makes people more susceptible to rise as undead when they're poisoned, if it's mixed with the other ingredients. And you've gotten a bloodlord, one of your allies, to get you out in the middle of the night to try to get to the bottom of the plot, so that basically the constable is convinced that she is a bigger threat and that your assistance is needed to bring her down. However, you are working under cover at the moment. Some of you are. 2 of you are in jail to make the constable to protect himself, and have replacement characters. So I think that's where we're at. You guys are at the Church of Urgathoa, I believe, and apparently some militant Pharasmans are here, trying to make some kind of point. But apparently the point's being made to them. I think that's where we're at. So,
Griswold would just like to remind the healers he's really badly hurt by both the party and the enemy.
I see.
Oh yeah, there's this big zone of something that the Necromancer made.
Rust.
Well, our wizard made, because now Necromancer is its own class, which our wizard player is going to explore. What is this area, though?
It's a rust cloud.
Rust cloud. There you go. Okay.
It's a rust cloud, and then there's an area inside the area brought to you by our local psychic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll need to be reminded what these things do when it matters. But in the meantime, it is Zazz, our bard.
Yes. Okay, Zazz continues to play, seeing how badly Crystal is injured, continues to play the rallying anthem. Keep that AC up, and then he targets Gristle with a you know what? Hey, let's go big. 4th rank soothe. 33 points of healing.
Thank you.
And that is my turn.
Okay. There's a spell effect that might be important. I don't know. From Soothe. Now it's the Priest of Pharasma. Okay, I'm starting in the Rust Cloud.
Alright, I need a Fortitude save.
Okay, Fortitude.
Very low roll.
Okay, I'm gonna guess a 29. Is this a basic save? So I take half damage?
Yes.
Alright.
She was, I think, very close to critically succeeding.
Okay, well. Ooh, okay, now I need to remember what she does.
My spell DC is bigger than I thought it was. Okay. So seeing Hesdrid and the danger he poses, there's concealment from this cloud, right? Yes.
Okay.
But they also will take damage from being in the cloud, I think.
Yeah, the fact that Hesdrid's been last time also waited for the person to run out of the cloud. So I think his reaction's already gone.
Yeah, I already used my reaction.
Okay, it's going to cast. What do you think Pharasman's clerics, warriors against the undead, will do?
Ron, before that, if they started in the cloud, they took damage at the start of their turn. Did we do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I lost the connection for a minute. Heal spell, I'm guessing?
Yes. Except this should be 3d10 because she has where did she has this. So I'm gonna roll 3d10 and see what happens. Might be lower. It's lower. Whatever. It's lower.
It happens.
Hold on, so it's just with the 3d10 though, not the plus 28, isn't it?
I just rolled really badly just now.
Yeah, but for damage against us, right? It doesn't do the.
This is a
28.
2-action. It's healing the person who's downed.
Oh, it's healing the person who's down. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hover. Okay.
I see.
Now.
Alrighty. I think I'll go ahead and risk myself a little bit here. Let's see if I can take her out of the fight for a minute. I'm going to cast Impending Doom
All right.
on the what's this one called? Oh, it's unknown. The lady in the red cloak who's standing within 5 feet of me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't see their names. Ah, stupid Foundry.
Oh yeah, they don't have descriptors. They don't have adjectives.
Oh no. But she needs to make a will save.
Okay. Wait. Why does my... She turns a failure to a success for some reason?
It's an incapacitation spell.
Oh. Oh, and it's a rank 3. Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
she succeeds.
Okay, she's still affected. She's off guard and frightened.
Alright. She has myriad potential futures being... She just has a delayed effect. Interesting. Alright, you'll have to help me remember.
Yeah, I'm actually really sad about that. I was really wanting to hit her with that stunned one.
Ah.
That would have been cool.
I didn't know that she would just bump it up by a by a rank. Oof.
That's the incapacitation trait. Yep.
So what? Okay, because I don't know what the
Oh, if it's to prevent spells that are particularly debilitating from neutralizing higher level foes. You look at the rank of the spell, and you compare the target's level to that rank. If they're higher level than double the rank, then they treat their degree of success on their saving throw as 1 degree higher.
Okay. I will say a little frustrating, but understandable. Have a nice day. That definitely just keeps people from spamming CC, which is fair.
Mm.
And I will shield myself.
Okay.
Because...
Pharasma, she says, holding up her holy symbol. Destroy these abominations!
Oh no.
Two action? I assume she's hitting me with that.
3 action. Well, the 2 action, that's weird. I guess there's not that many of us within. Well,
Wait, that Foundry is treating this pillar as too... Foundry's a little stingy on some things. Anyway, more people are being affected than is pictured. Okay, here's the... Against important people. That will be Tal, Morgans, and Zaz. I will ask for saving throws.
Fortitudes. Save, correct?
Yep.
Success!
Okay, Morgan's fails.
Why are you still drained, Zaz? It
Those-
hasn't passed yet?
No,
Talon
dude, I haven't
Zaz-
rested
Oh,
long
man.
enough.
It was a
Alright.
long night.
Yeah.
Mm.
Talon Zaz will
Right.
take half damage. I'm gonna... Well,
We just click on the half, right? Is that 20 damage?
yeah. Under the 20.
Okay, so
Morgan's will take
select-
full damage. Click your button. Oh, the NPC rolled a nat 20. This also heals the living.
Of course it does.
Of course.
I remember I partied hard with my vampire
That's
daddy. I
right,
was like
that's
drained
right.
4.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm afraid this affects Gristle because I'm not treating those as hard corners. Sorry. And then some of these
Okay.
some of these NPCs are falling. They're which. Oh, there you go.
Nope, didn't affect me.
Hey, Ryan.
Nice.
Okay, I need
No,
to
but this
reset the
isn't-
dice stats tracker because I like stats.
And
By the power of
because I'm
Urgathoa, I
curious,
condemn you.
because I'm still trying to grip on the spellcasting stuff. When something has concentrate like the Rust Cloud does, so I have to. How does like breaking concentration and stuff
Oh,
work? in
that's not a mechanic
theory?
in 2e. You don't have to worry about.
No, it's the fact that it says concentrate, so I was just wondering.
that
That
just
mostly
means
matters for
that
barbarians.
Gotcha.
pretty
just matters
much.
for barbarians. Understood. But I'm sure there's also other effects that can be afflicted on you that might keep you from concentrating on stuff.
I think. Not aware of too many. There's a fighter feat that triggers on a concentrate action. It's like reactive strike, but someone concentrates.
Gotcha.
But it has no effect on its own. It's
Okay.
how other things interact with it.
Just making sure.
Okay, some people are down, and look, I think our NPC person will try to help them. Runs over to them. Crystal.
Okay, first action, move.
Uh-huh.
Second action, slash with my scythe. Okay, at least it hits.
Hold on. Yeah, that hits.
And then sneak attack.
Oh. Sneak a shank.
Nice.
Nice. Very
Very
nice.
nice.
Okay, whoops. Okay, so it's this priest you're next to that you're damaging.
The neat priest.
Yes.
Okay, third action, I will make a second attack.
I know who I'm chasing.
Yes.
You've got the
Red Ron.
We love off god.
Red
You've got
Ron.
the. I can't even read that. Something.
Whoopsie. You're still targeting the different priest. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a hit, though. Alright, I applied it to the right one.
Did they drop?
Nope.
Damn it.
Access door.
But I'm a slayer.
We'll take it.
I'm not dead.
You're all just yelling your own gods at each other. Typical religious war.
Hey,
Or
make
Razra,
sure to
protect
drop them
me.
and keep them down. Otherwise, they'll keep healing each other and hurting us. And that's my turn.
Hesdrid's next.
Oru has some life. Hesdrid, just to remember, they got healed.
Yeah. Not for long.
Just to double check, did I put a shield on Hesdrid last session?
I don't remember.
I don't have a shield. I don't remember you shielding me.
Might have been might not have had enough action to come. To do so.
May I make a suggestion to Hesdrid?
I'm waiting. Yeah.
Understood. She is like a single square outside of the rust cloud. You could 100% drag her back into it with a reposition for 5d10 damage when it swings back to her turn.
Oh, I'm not in the rest crowd.
I know, but she's right next to it and she's within your reach.
Yeah,
So
I think
you
the
can just
implication.
reposition and push her 5 feet into it.
Yeah, I think the implication is you grab a leg and just kind of pull her one square over.
Yeah. I can do that?
Prone.
Yeah, reposition. If you have a free hand, you get to move someone 5 feet within your reach.
Does my shield feat, or that feat that I have that lets me use my hand with the shield hand? Because it's I can manipulate things.
No, I don't think so.
What's the name of the
It counts
feat?
as a free hand for the purposes of the interact action. That's it.
Oh, okay.
No.
You are interacting, but not capital I interacting when you.
Yeah. I was gonna say, hey.
I understood. I tried. I forgot that I forget your sword and board character.
There are some weapons that have traits, though, that let you.
Yeah, I think that was one of the runes I was looking at. Or was it?
Gotcha.
I thought it was moving someone. Oh, either way, I'll just beat her ass.
Understandable. Do it.
Put her back down.
That hits.
Even with the 6, okay.
Actually, hold on. Give me 1 sec here. Yep.
Imagine putting so much effort to heal your friend back up just to watch them get stabbed to death again.
Okay, 22 damage.
Oh no, the cleric thinks they're playing 5e.
In our other universe, this worked. That hits. Okay, that's gonna be another knockout.
And stay down! And I will use my last action to move. Not target myself. Here. Or do I have to stop at when I'm kitty corner with her, or can I square up to her?
What are you trying to do?
Move up.
I mean, chances are they don't have an opportunity attack, so you just gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. The chubby priest is going to Pharasma, protect us! Smite these abominations. Okay, that's gonna be what? Not the 24. Ignore the 24. So that's only 9. Wait, did I add 24 to my 3-action heal last time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have.
Oh no, not to the 3-action one. No, you didn't.
No. Okay.
No.
All right, this is
I was
actually
thinking of
just
the
9
2-action
health.
But we have to make a fortitude, correct?
To who?
Well,
I think everyone within 30 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna spare Zaz though.
Okay.
How about Tal? There's a column like right between them.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna use the rules for ranged line of effect, like range attacks. What is it? Line of effect. I usually measure from a corner for range. Yeah, line of effect.
I think the rules says to go up the corners, which would be LOS for me. Because you 100% let me pot shot at her earlier. From this angle.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold a piece of paper up. I think definitely Tal.
Yeah.
Go old school.
I think not Zaz.
Okay. Hey,
Not Zaz.
hiding between columns. I win.
Yeah. All right, make Hold on, I actually can. Oh, we already started.
Apologies.
Where's my? Okay, that you'll take 9 damage, Tal.
Understood.
Are we just doing rolling our fort saves then?
Yeah, just roll for a save. The DC is 24, so that's 9 to
Chris will also take 9.
Mm-hmm. Hesdrid takes 4 damage, takes half. Morgan's. It's Morgan's here.
Yep.
Okay.
My turn.
Fortitude save.
We gotta roll
Fortitude
fortitude
save.
Oh, hot damn. Nice roll.
Okay. You take half damage. You only take 4 damage. Okay, Morgan's is next.
Pathmuncher import. Wait, what? Why am I getting a Pathmuncher prompt?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
What is pathology?
Okay, so -4. Okay, Morgan's is going to let the astral rain fade, not sustain it, and instead use their first action. We'll put a shield onto Hesdrid.
Oh.
It'll be the good shield. And then they're going to target the willing priest of Pharasma.
Okay.
If they're willing, does that mean they don't get to roll a saving throw?
No.
Oh, nuts. Anyway, they're going to hit them with Chroma Leech.
Okay. Something beyond the stars. Must be Cthulhu. Okay.
Oh.
This is a failure. Enfeebled 2 for a minute and drained 1. Also filled with listlessness and ennui. Ennui? I don't know how you say. For 1 round, if they use a move action, they must do a will save or the action is lost. Oh, they're depressed because they're thinking about the space between the stars.
And their
Okay.
color gets drained.
Oh.
I'm turning them into a crap. What is that game? Bendy and the Ink Machine. old fashioned black and white cartoon character. but depressed instead of bouncy.
Is it a dog that just is sad? I know there's a sad dog in those cartoons. As we
Sure. Why not?
as we contemplate these mysteries, end your turn. Okay, Zaz.
Yeah.
All right, Zaz is seeing that these guys, they keep tagging us with these heals, and like the rallying anthem is okay, but it's like not blocking physical damage. So he decides to switch and go ahead with the courageous anthem. Maybe we can start critting some of these fools, and then he's going to target the willing priest and cast a slow on her, so she hopefully can't do one of those 3 action jammers. Oops.
Okay. She fails. She slowed one for a minute.
Diggity dog.
Nice.
Wait.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yay, no more 3 action heals from her.
Right.
I'll give a hero point to Zaz. That was cool.
Oh yay, sweet.
All right, here it comes. Holy Light against Hesdrid. However, this will trigger reactive strike.
Oh, from the willing priest?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hit her hard.
Oh no!
There it is.
Oh no! There's no spell fired.
Courageous anthem, dee dee dee.
Wow.
A crit stops a spell fired?
It stops the manipulate part of the spell casting.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It also stops her movement if movement provokes it.
No,
Really good.
There's
and
a
there's
different
nothing
ability
around me for
stopping
me to
movement.
slash through. Damn it. Oh well.
Well, also
It disrupts the
tries
manipulate
to move,
on a crit.
Oh, okay.
if she tries to move, also she has to roll to overcome her ennui.
Except she's slow. She's done with her turn.
We just keep up.
She's
crap.
depressed. She's got that emo look.
Alrighty.
All right.
Why'd I get up this morning?
And she's like, oh, now I only have 2 actions.
I only got 2 actions.
Oh, what's the point of having a turn?
Oh man.
All right, Tal.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think I will burn a 4th level for a 4th level summon undead and make a giant skeleton.
Ooh.
Oh,
If I have the space to summon it. I don't know how big the giant skeleton is.
You definitely can cut some of it
There's
here.
a lot of space up here, yeah.
Enough room for a party.
It's a little large.
It's only large, okay. I
So-
was trying to
Is
find
that 6
stats.
squares? Or 9 squares?
So what
4 squares.
is it called exactly?
Oh, 4 by 4.
Skeletal Hulk
It-
or something?
It says skeletal giant.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Say level 3 creature. So you're casting what rank?
It's a 4th rank spell.
Okay. All right, I trust that's
And he's got-
enough.
Could be. Let me just so we're all on the up and up. I will double check. I was pretty
Yeah.
sure I double checked this.
4th level spell gets rank 3 creatures.
Great.
Yes.
Um.
And
Okay. So there we go.
I should. Okay. And I do believe I'm wanting to.
Heretics and
I'm wanting to
blasphemers, she
dominate-
says as you raise this.
Oh no. Because I would have LOS to that square up there, I believe.
I hesitated
off the
because
corners.
some of the effect would be beyond your range. I don't know how people... I'm going to roll high-low to see how to roll this.
Fair enough.
I win, so... I have to close. I honestly... I'm just going to leave it to chance. I'm not going to think too hard.
That's fair.
So
I was trying to move it a little further because of explosive arrival.
Okay.
So...
Do you want to move it up here?
Yeah, this is who I was worried about.
Oh,
Was
okay.
Grizzle. Because Grizzle.
Oh, but
was going to
Hesdrid's
be
in the
it,
area.
but it's okay.
Hesdrid's
But I'm
would be
blocked
close.
by the.
Well, you'd
Yeah.
have cover, but not blocked.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, now can you stop, you two?
Okay.
Would it have LOS to the Willing and Hesdrid?
It would. You want to? You can
Yeah,
burn Hesdrid.
Hesdrid's got plenty right now.
All right. I'm gonna make my reflex saves.
There is no reflex save.
Oh, there's just damage. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the damage?
So,
There is no reflex, only Zool.
yes,
44 plus
that
1.
so no. So social R 4d4.
Okay, I'll apply the damage.
Thank you.
Whoopsie. I could only apply it to one person. To the meat priest, who wasn't even in the area.
Oh, I realized I could have just clicked the thing instead of typing it in. That is on me.
Alright, I'm gonna apply to Hesdrid.
Oh, thank you. I guess.
Alright. Cool.
Tal, you and I are gonna have a talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. I understand.
That's the second time you've hit me with something. And I don't know you that well.
Is your
And
turn?
because
Your
she's
turn's done, yeah.
at death's door.
Oh wait, except giants can attack.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
Very nice.
Her and
Oh, and it's a deadly weapon.
yeah. So
Okay.
I think that might get her.
Wait, that's not crit damage, is it?
That was crit damage.
Oh, it is. It does get her.
Oh,
And
Does that get the chubby one next to you too? That sounds so wrong.
No. Only if they were adjacent.
It is adjacent, isn't it?
No, it's within
Oh.
reach, but it's not adjacent.
Gotcha.
So, giant can make a second attack.
Indeed. I'm trying to think of who would be. Do you think you'll need any help with that, Hesdrid, or just have to go after the chubby? Because
I'd say just take on chubby.
all right.
Well,
Cool. With that, I will do its horn because it has agile.
Okay, that is a miss.
Still miss.
I think it's
Oh well,
cool.
it was worth a shot.
Okay, Gristle.
What are the rules for moving through an ally space? Is it difficult terrain or anything?
No issues.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mhm.
Stab him in the back with the scythe.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez.
We love it.
It's our turn. It's our turn.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
Ooh.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, Lord! So many ones.
Decapitation.
Wow.
All right. You have the option of moving her, but I don't know if you want to.
No, I'm not going to move.
No, you're gonna
If
attack
you-
again. Is what you're gonna need to do.
Swipe.
I am going to kick
Step on
her.
its head. Good. Sorry.
All right.
Didn't matter.
I need to get rid of Red Ron when there's a crit failure. But I could have sworn I said it.
Oh, I thought I killed that priest.
That 3-action heal healed her while it hurt us.
Oh.
You drop them, but he's doing them on the board because the heal is bringing them back up. Although hopefully Ron's keeping track of their wounded value.
Yep. Standing up. Casting. She hasn't done any attacks yet. Just gonna cast Holy Light on Gristle. Searing Light. Ooh. Ooh. Bad. Bad for her. Hesdrid.
Alright. Just gonna continue beating on my lady here. Oh, that sounds bad. I'll beat on the stranger lady. That's even better.
Ooh, it's a miss.
And I will raise my shield.
Okay.
I still have Morgan's shield spell up, right? Or
Yep.
Yeah.
because it shows expired on me. I'll put it back. Okay, that's my turn.
We're considering I cast it just last round.
Pharasma, save us!
Oh no. Oh no. God, I got her so close.
Heal versus... Well, if it's 3 action... Okay, the little... This is like pre-remaster heal programming. There's supposed to be an option to do 3 actions. Whatever. Wait, here we... Okay, here it is. Okay, roll... Yeah, 12.
Does that trigger a reaction or no?
Does either of you have a reaction? Does Crystal have a reaction?
Not for that. If he moved away, I would, but not for just as casting a spell.
All right. Okay, Gristle fails and takes 12 vitality. Hesdrid and Tal. I don't know what Tal would.
It's for the heal? All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it would have. Roll for the skeletal giant for sure.
Okay, we'll do.
Is that fortitude save again?
Tal is not affected. Yeah, fortitude. Morgan's is affected. Hesdrid critically succeeds. Skeletal giant takes full damage.
So Morgan's needs to roll.
It was 12 vitality, and Morgan should roll.
Come on, game. There we go.
Okay, Morgan's fails and takes 12 damage.
Does Hesdrid take any damage from that?
No, you critically succeeded.
Okay. I ducked in the shadow of the pillar. Whoa!
Okay.
Smart
move. Smart move, Hesdrid, just like me.
Morgan's.
Like on his
okay.
Woo! Watch it.
See where these guys at. Morgan's is going to unleash Psyche. Excuse me. Then we're going to use one action to maintain the shield on Hesdrid. And then we're going to do a 2-action magic missile on the 2 opponents who are at death's door. And we will cast it at 3rd rank.
Okay, 2 missiles each. Let's say the first ones are against which?
All right, first one's going to be against what is that word? Oru?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah.
What is Oru?
Ooh woo.
I think that's her name, but it turned into
Okay.
Ooh.
First missile. Second missile without only Psyche.
Okay, so that's 16 damage.
And the other one is going to be the Neat Priest.
Mm-hmm.
Come again. Go. First missile. And second missile.
Oh wait, Courageous Anthem is adding to every single one. I don't know if that's intended. Unfortunately, none have died. or fallen.
Darn it! Oh well. There's some damage.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And shift them then turn.
Zazz.
Can Zazz see Gristle from where he's at, or is he sort of okay? All right. So I'm gonna maintain Courageous Anthem because I've saw some sweet crits happening. And then I target Gristle again with a. Alright. So just the 3rd rank for 29 points of healing to Gristle.
Ooh.
Zaz, you're cool. Tal, we're still going to talk.
All right.
Fuck you, you're cool.
The Willing Priest, the Tal spell makes her frightened now, I think.
Off guard at least.
Off guard. Is she still drained and enfeebled? Yeah. All right. Well, probably not a good idea for her to cast a spell next to Hesdrid. She's going to you're in the way, Hesdrid.
That was the plan.
She's gonna steps. She'll cast. She's slowed. She's gonna cast.
Go run in the dust.
She's gonna cast 2 heals on Hesdrid.
And I get a reaction strike to that?
This is somatic, so yes.
Okay. Let's bring the pain!
All right. 35. She's knocked out. All right.
No, your blade's trash.
All those debuffs we put on her really helped. This is good.
What does I want? That's dust.
If she would have moved, I would have done the same thing.
Not if she with the step action. No, you wouldn't have.
Oh, the step. That's right. Oh, but she could.
But then she wouldn't have had
slowed, right? Yeah.
You'd had 1 action to do something.
Well, I guess she figures she's a goner. She's just gonna try to. This is a terrorist act, I suppose. She's gonna. She already cast heal, so she's gonna cast a second
Throw holy water everywhere.
Yeah, like a holy water bomb. Okay, so
Bandolier full of holy water, but
turtle.
Okay, this is okay. Nobody roll saves yet. Okay, this is gonna be Bristles targeted. Tal. Morgan's, Zaz, and Hesdrid, and Skeletal Giant. Okay, see those buttons? You can roll the little d20s in there.
Ready.
The buttons where, Ron?
They're teeny tiny d20s.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. So we roll the fortitude.
Oh, okay. I see it right next to the dice tower looking thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and then it highlights what you get.
Oh yeah,
so
isn't it neato?
Yeah,
this is
that's
under
awesome.
PF2E tool vault, I believe. All right, click the appropriate damage button. Oh, Skeletal Giant might have bit the dust.
Probably not. Yes, it did.
What was the DC?
It was 26.
Damn it.
Yeah, this she's a little stronger than the others.
Every time I tried to click the damage button, it kept moving.
Okay.
I hate
Fighting
that.
clerics is annoying, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
So it's almost like there's a reason why we outlaw them around here for some reason, or not them specifically, but the type of magic they use around here.
I think Morgan's needs to take damage.
I do. Just there we go.
Okay.
And
Oh, no more giant.
all right. Some of them have very high wounded values now. Okay.
Damn, she must have rolled really well.
Tal.
Oh man, let's do. Hold on. All right, let's.
Wait, I could have sworn this person was knocked out. I think she was knocked out 2 times. Am I wrong?
She's been knocked out twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tal.
All right. Let's. Her next turn, she should be taking 66 mental damage, cut in half. So I'm not going to worry about her as much. I think with proper positioning, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with Fireball.
Is one of them me?
You're not intended-
make that 3
You're not
birds.
intended to be. I think if I set it, if I remember, I don't want to place 20-foot burst. Let's do it. If I remember, if I set it about here, it doesn't hurt any of the friends. Like, nope. That
It doesn't.
barely
Huh?
fucking catches you. Damn it.
You're gonna fry a bystander too.
Yep.
Well,
Big time.
the bystanders I care little about. Okay, hold
Oh,
on. Let's.
this
I
person-
think I can.
They fled. All right, I think it's affecting 2 creatures, the Willing and Oru the Judge, right?
So it is actually not affecting Gristle. He's in the graphic, but it doesn't go to that square.
Right.
Okay. Good to know. Then I will. Then it's hurting the people I intended to hurt. That was the plan.
10-point strike.
The
Ooh,
wizard
decent
gets
damage.
Fireball.
I didn't ask who it hits. I cast Fireball.
I'm going to be honest. To the chagrin of some of these players, I have on more than one occasion hit them.
Oh, the Willing Priest critically fails. It's been a very bad
no.
day. She has more to be depressed about.
Oh no! Just ashes.
If a Rue critically fails, they're toast.
Nah, she
I
didn't.
think. Oh, okay.
I think she succeeded.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks that way.
All right. How do you remove the graphic?
I
thank
went
you.
under measurement controls.
Measured controls. Understood. Alrighty. Does that kill the willing one?
I put her down to dying. Should be dying 3 actually.
Is a critical fail on a save increase it by 2 like a critical hit?
She only went down once, so
Yes.
that's why she went from.
Okay.
Oh,
4 to
okay.
3.
I thought
she
for
went
some
down
reason I
multiple
thought she's gone
times.
down twice.
Yeah.
Has she?
And
Oh no, it was the other one behind her.
No, no.
Yeah, Uru went down
yeah,
twice.
he's right. I'm just getting people confused. And because I'm probably going to go down from her, I'm going to try to get a spite hit in.
Courageous anthem.
I said bonk.
Oh, nice.
Max damage. Let's go.
The wizard
Big
just
boss.
kind of musters all of his strength.
Because hopefully
that Ronald boss.
Okay, Gristle.
Let me show you how it's done.
Uh-oh.
Please do. If you don't finish her, the mental damage might do it.
That hits.
Am I targeting the right one?
Yes.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, she has 2 hit points.
Seriously?
Get her ass again.
Kick you.
Nope. She rolls on the ground. Says, Pharasma! Pharasma.
I'm gonna burn my hero point.
Yes.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
No, no.
It doesn't matter.
Ugh, man.
At least it was better.
Okay, this person has cast... I don't think she's done a single heal spell. But what is wise? Okay, does she make her intelligence check? No. She is going to cast Holy Light at Hesdrid. Searing Light. I keep putting it to chat instead of casting it. Okay. That's a hit.
Oh, poop.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, it's a 4th rank Searing Light. It does extra damage to the undead.
Oh.
Die. And she is going to move a step here. Or actually, she's going to cast Shield. Hesdrid.
Oops. Wrong mistake, girly. He just steps over the body. Walking towards the
Steps on the body.
Wrong move.
The layer of ectoplasmic goo drapes across her as you.
Uh-oh, this is a
float
hit. She has 15 health.
Big numbers.
She's down. And that puts her at dying 3. And you know how to increase the dying value when it's down if you want to...
Just hit them, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
if you hit them when they're down, they'll go down.
Yep. When you're unconscious, you gotta... Yep.
Yeah.
You're not only off guard because you're prone, but you have -4 to AC and reflex saves when you're unconscious.
And
All right.
on drop.
You have judged her.
You're already.
Oh wait, that was a crit. So can I hit the one behind me too?
I think it has to be adjacent. Adjacent to the initial target.
Within reach.
No.
Yeah, it says
Just
within
initial
reach.
target. No, it's a just initial target and within reach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Adjacent and within reach.
So it's not me being adjacent. The enemies have to be adjacent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't whirly bird it. Ah.
Don't you still
Interestingly,
have to, like,
with a reach
you have,
weapon,
like,
you could
warm-
do it.
Yeah.
I don't
You,
know about that. There is a fighter feat where you get to attack. Oh, you have to be
Mhm.
actually flanked.
You
In
just
this
took
case,
a big
the
chunk out of
the
that
depressed
column.
one isn't even conscious.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I just
Oh,
buried the axe into the ground with her on it. That is.
That's your turn. Okay.
I don't like this lady.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this chubby gal.
Yep, she's gonna. You know what she's doing.
Not again.
I feel like this is her third heal. I don't think I tracked them all. It shows that she has 2 left out of a total of 3. I don't think that's true. Okay.
Yeah, she's used her a couple times.
All right, 14, and let me target you guys before you roll saving throws.
Will do.
I'm gonna exclude Zaz. All right, go ahead.
Please be kind to me, guys.
Typical.
Uh-oh, I see unkind dice. Okay.
I still stand.
Yes.
All right, is everyone up still?
Yeah.
May I use my hero point for that? Because I'm getting close and I don't want to.
Sure. Any D20.
Okay, I'm assuming it's the little refresh icon.
You know what? When I don't think this works. I think you have to just roll another fortitude save independently. Oh wait, there is a refresh icon. Yes, the little reroll button. I don't think it will spend your hero point for you, but
Okay, what it does is it prompts brings up the same menu as if you were to right click the roll.
cool.
It gives you the option to use a hero point
Nice.
and so forth.
Nifty.
So use the hero point.
Oh, that's better.
Much better.
What a
Very
neat mod.
very telling on a scale of 1 to 1. I'm feeling 12. I don't like this woman. I don't like her.
No.
She crosses her arms with a look of smug satisfaction. Okay, Morgan's.
One action to maintain shield on Hesdrid.
Okay.
Although
Wait, hold on. I
Okay.
think the shield spell triggers on magical damage now, FYI.
does it?
I think so.
Are we able to retroactively do some of that? Because
For both
Sure.
times.
well, we'll say 2 layers worth.
While the
That's
spell's
my
in
usual
effect,
go-to.
you can use the shield block reaction with your magic shield. You can use the spell's reaction to reduce damage from any spell or magical effect, even if it does not deal physical damage. This is since the remaster. Yep.
Oh. So,
Okay, so
what
yeah.
about that holy light spell?
Yeah, it was a bunch. It was like 35 damage. But your shield is going to. How many layers would you have used?
2. It's kind of my go-to strat. Use 2 layers and then keep the one
So
there
that's
so they
like-
still have the bonus to AC.
So that's like 15 health?
Let me take a look at that because I know it goes up as it heightens. Let's see.
Oh, you're.
We're not at
Yeah, I think it's 15.
10 plus plus the half then for the second layer. Will
All
be
right.
15. Yes.
Give yourself 15 health. Hesdrid.
All right.
But that. Yeah, there's 1 layer left, and now it's Morgan's.
Yep. So yeah, we use 1 action to maintain that 1 layer.
Mhm.
And then at the Neat Priest. Avenge us, Scully!
Ah!
Bonk.
Let me get it lesser cover. Oh, Shemit.
Dang it!
Oh,
Hero point.
A2, Scully!
All right. I think Zaz is next.
is that all of Morgan's things? Okay.
Yep.
All right. I let my anthem fall because I see how dire things are, and I'm going to target. I'm going to target Morgan's with a battle medicine because that's only 1 action, and I'm going to use assurance. So it's, it's all good. That's 16 points. It's not a whole bunch, but it definitely didn't risk hurting you. And then I'm gonna go ahead and target Hesdrid, and give Hesdrid. This is my. Alright, well, this is my final 4th rank spell. Here we go. That is 44 points of healing to Hesdrid, so you should be feeling a little bit better than, 35 out of 180. Alright. So, yeah, I tried to
definitely feeling the cool 79.
Yeah. Try to do a little healing, so no anthems this time, guys. Sorry.
So for Impending Doom, when does that 3rd round effect kick in? Is it like my turn, her turn, end of her turn?
I don't remember what it is,
etc. It says it lasted for 3 rounds. So I'm not. Yes.
I think durations normally expire when your turn starts, but that was.
So
I feel like we. What's the name of the spell?
It's Impending Doom. I will.
On the 3rd round, it becomes Frightened 1.
But also takes damage.
At the end of the 3rd round. So have we gone through the full duration?
We're on the 3rd round.
All right.
We are on the last round.
I'm
mostly needing to know, is it on her turn or my turn?
She becomes frightened on her turn, and then at the end of the 3rd round, she takes the damage.
Yes.
So she's frightened 2 now, because she was already frightened 1, right?
Numbered conditions don't stack, unless it says.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've lost count. Would she be frightened 1?
She would be frightened 1 right now.
Okay. And if that's true, then she's taking damage now.
Right? I thought you said that. Yes.
Wait. Are we at the start of the 3rd round or the end of the 3rd round?
I believe this.
I think the start.
Yeah, start.
Okay, so she's
as usual is at the top of the order.
Okay.
Okay, she's frightened 1. Oh, it's the Neat Priest.
I have incredible initiative. I don't know what you want from me.
And her health is at 16.
I do not.
I'm saying it as a good thing.
Well, she's gonna do what makes sense. I think this is her last heal.
Well, I don't think I'm living this one.
It's like nuclear bombs.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not living this one.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I used my hero point already, so this is gonna hurt.
I thought I rolled. Okay, thought I rolled it. Okay, here we go. Sorry.
What?
I
It's
do
adding.
not like this girl. I do not like.
I'm sorry, folks. It's adding. Foundry does this when it shouldn't. It adds 4 to a spell's damage when I add the elite template. That's not right. So, this is the actual damage. This 11 right here.
I'm still taking double damage. Whoops.
Apply your old rolls to this 11 number.
Okay. We don't have to re-roll, right? We use the fortitude that we roll. Okay, cool. Yay, critical success.
And Hesdrid should roll.
Oh, I wasn't on there, so I didn't.
Oh yeah, you're on there. You're down at the bottom of the list.
I don't see my name on there.
I see you.
There's.
Well.
Oh, there I am. Okay.
That is a really cool thing. And then like the buttons just like blur out.
Yeah, and it also highlights what you need to.
Yeah, That's a really cool.
Oh wait, that was on half damage of 15 instead of 11.
Right. Yeah. Did everybody apply damage?
I did.
Okay.
Okay, and
So you just
Morgan's... How is Morgan surviving this? It says Morgan's...
But now I'm trying to apply damage. It's just going a bit.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
No, you should have only taken
I,
22 Morgans. Because it's the 11.
All right, I'll just add
Okay.
with the 8, I think.
Alright, next is the Willing Priest, who is slowed!
Oh, hold on.
Hmm.
End of her turn.
Oh yeah, she takes damage.
She takes half of
It
this.
takes half of it. Yes.
Oh, at the end of the third round.
Third round. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a kind of a...
Whatever. We know
Silly
the damage
spell.
at the end of the round. It's weird how that's
She'll take
phrased.
10 damage when you're... Yeah.
Oh,
She's
no, how that's worded
slowed,
is
so what she's gonna
confusing to me.
do... She sees you hulking over her, Hesdrid. She's gonna try to, holy light against you. And you get to try to interrupt... you get to attack her
Nice.
first.
You know what's coming.
It's a regular hit.
Oh
No. Well,
still
might be enough.
She has 5 hit points left.
Oh.
She looks angry. She's extending out her hands.
Ghost spits in her mouth while she's talking.
All right.
Oh no.
So much damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that shield spell?
Whoa, it should be
Hell?
5d6 more. Because
Oh.
you're 39.
Does that shield spell help or no?
It could help if he could block 10 of it.
Yeah, given yeah, we'll activate the last layer. Means I won't be able to cast it on you for a while, but
So this will do a total of 29.
So that would block. So I get 19.
No,
Oh,
it was
that
originally
the-
39.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, Gristle.
Okay, who's the guy who's going to take the damage from that spell?
What did you just ask?
The neat one is going to take damage at the end of the round. The one you're standing.
No, the Willing is taking damage.
Oh, it's the willing.
Oh, it's the willing.
So
one?
the
I
Willing's
thought it was
about
the
to get
neat one.
knocked out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Because of her depression.
So the neat is still with us.
He's like, there's no point
Good
any
one.
longer.
goodbye, cruel world. Probably shouldn't joke about that.
Yeah.
Or-
Strike.
Ooh.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, that puts her to dying 3.
Yes.
You know who to chase. The one on the moped.
Actually, let's see. Gristle is going to move. There. And then take the half striker stance.
Okay. Alright, Hesdrid.
We need to do something to the chubby priest.
Yeah, I know. Do I just leave this one here and let her sulk to death? I
Chubby
guess.
Priest is next.
All right. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Not today, lassie. Oh.
Uh-oh.
No. We're using a point on that one. we can't have that. No.
Okay, that's a hit. Okay, 14.
Follow that up. It's a bigger hit.
Another hit. Okay. Very good.
And yeah.
Well, she says die fiend and steps away and casts.
Wait. I get a reaction to that.
No, it's a step.
Oh, steps.
Uh-oh.
But I still get a reaction. I can raise my shield, right? I have feat that allows me to use my reaction to raise my shield.
You could, though it won't block this. The roll is too high.
Yeah, it's not like my shield where it's magic.
Yeah, no. I just thought I'd.
I think isn't there a feat that like it's spell deflection with a shield or something?
Hey, you know what? When it rolled an additional 5d6 originally, making me think it was because you're undead. But the actual text reads, if they're unholy. I don't think you get this extra damage. So,
We're not sanctified, right?
Are you sanctified?
I don't think any of us are sanctified. I think the only one who was sanctified was the cleric. Did our cleric sanctify?
Where would we see sanctified?
Only some classes can be.
Yeah, I don't think fighters can.
No, not fighters.
Oh, okay.
So that makes me wonder why it triggered that extra damage before. That was weird. I want to give you 17 health back as a refund with my deepest apologies. Sincerest apologies. Okay, now take 23 fire damage. And that's a turn.
Damage.
I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty good. So.
Okay, Morgan's.
Okay.
Actually, it would have been.
First off,
should have been refunded a total of 10d6. So I'm actually giving you more health because I gave you extra damage twice. Okay.
I won't complain.
Morgan's.
Okay, first off, gotta add the stupefy condition because only Psyche wore off. And let's see. Tal's down, right?
Tal's down.
I gotta step
Okay,
away for a second.
I'm out of focus points, so this will not be the triple layer. I'm going to toss a shield onto Gristle.
Okay.
Just need to turn off the amp psyche cantrips. And shield. And let's see, she's down, so...
Oh, you know what it was? The one that did more damage was Searing Light, the pre-remaster. That's why it triggered.
Ah! What are spell slots do I have? Okay, I'm out of... Alright, I'm gonna cast a first strength soothe onto Tal, since I'm adjacent. And they're down.
Okay. Okay.
It's only 8, but it's at least something.
Yeah.
And that
This
is
has been a-
Morgan's turn.
Titanic battle. Okay, Zaz.
Gristle, remember to add the shield to effect to your character.
Oh, yeah.
So the Willing Priest takes 10 damage, correct? Now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, and the Willing Priest will now be a dying 3.
Willing Priest?
Yep.
This was placed on the Neat Priest like ages ago. Not the Willing Priest.
What? Did I get this wrong this entire time? That was the one I applied Frightens to and stuff.
Oh, that's my bad. I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
All right. So apologies. For the sake of, we've already did everything bad to her possible. We'll
Wait,
just go
it's
ahead
still
and pick it
Zazz's
on
turn.
Willing Priest.
Right.
Sorry.
I gotta go. Start up my courageous anthem again.
Okay.
Because I'm like, we need to get some hits off on this lady, and I go ahead and one more time. I'm like on Gristle, 35 points of healing. So that's my high rank spells are dwindling.
All right, Tal's next.
Yeah, you know, hasn't been helping. The priest were here helping.
She's doing constant healing spells. She has been raising her arms like constantly.
Tending to her flock.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, let's. So Willing Priest is dead.
go after the chubby.
After the chubby.
Yeah, just a chubby.
Me and the chubby still have line of sight of each other.
No.
Now that post is in the way now.
Cringe already.
Step on her friend and cast.
So no one in this party
No,
has the
I-
harm spell? Well, without the cleric, yeah. Yeah. There's only the cleric.
Zaz has the harm spell, but I can only use it for specific conditions based because it's from my feet, so I can only use it on mindless undead to control them.
Yeah.
So,
What if I forget what I'm doing right now? It's not hard.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, it's useless
Alrighty.
in the situation.
I'm going to drain my arcane bond.
Uh-oh.
That's what she said.
And
That's why I said stand up.
do a I'm going to try to help Zaz out. Do a fourth level summon undead,
Mm-hmm.
and because I
What?
don't think it's uncommon this time,
Oh.
a Deathless Acolyte of Ugathoa.
Okay, where?
That. I'm just gonna stick her right next to me.
All right.
Okay.
Oh man.
You're showing your allegiance to the temple.
Mm.
So I have no idea what this creature does.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'll use the
Um,
bathroom. I'll be right back.
Sadly, it can't use its reaction as a minion, or that would have been great in this fight.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but
The biggest thing right now is the aura.
yeah, fast healing 2
Mhm.
for all of us.
Yeah, and if you don't have negative healing, you get negative healing. Or void healing, I guess, in this case, because it's... I guess we should make sure it'd be okay to use its legacy content. Womp womp.
I mean, it's from the same book that most of our...
Stuff is from, yeah.
Yeah.
But...
All right, Deathless Acolyte of Urgathilla.
Yes. So it has a Field of Undeath, which is a 20-foot aura. Allies that are within the aura, it's an old thing. So legacy content says negative healing, but they get void healing if they don't already have it. And we all gain fast healing too. When a creature in the aura would receive positive healing, it has to pass a DC flat check or it doesn't get it. DC 5 flat check. And it does actually have prepared spells. Which I am going to use a...
Oh, you added a artwork already? Is that somebody else? I was
Somebody
adding
else.
artwork.
Somebody smarter than I, because I don't know how to work Foundry that well. And because I have to sustain it, and it will be useful to have even after combat ends. I'm going to do use its 2 actions for a 2-action harm on myself.
Okay, now let me check the summons trait. I don't think they can. What rank harm is this?
It's rank 2, I believe, which I should be able to cast
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, it can't cast a spell that is equal to the rank of the spell that summoned it, or higher.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it's good. Alright, casts harm.
Okay.
On who?
If I remember, the harm works like it does on undead to heal us.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay,
Yep.
then I'm going to cast it on myself because I need to be able to sustain it because we'll get a lot of healing off of it.
Cool.
All right. So this. Don't mind me trying to figure things out. It is.
Okay. Harm versus undead. Ooh, 30. Very good.
Hmm.
That was some
Alrighty.
fancy animation.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Right on. That was a good call, bringing that thing out.
Hold on. There was some.
I thought I would bring it out earlier, but I wanted the damage of the.
It automatically skipped some
Sculpt giant.
foes. So this one on the ground is dying. Whoa. Says dying 4? I guess so. No. She didn't critically fail any save. She's gonna do a recovery check. And die. Alright. And the neat priest on the ground is currently at dying 3 and does a recovery check. And she's at dying 2. Now it's Gristle, who heals 2 from fast healing. Gristle.
So the only one up is the chubby one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't over till the fat lady.
Oh, that was good.
You're not allowed to be punny.
Yeah, I make a comment about bullying this NPC, but we're not the ones that gave her that descriptor.
Moniker.
Yeah.
She's been real mean to us.
She has
Real
been mean.
to us.
Yes.
Move up. Slasher
That will hit.
with my scythe. No sneak attack, sadly.
I know, I'm getting there.
And then we'll use the haft of my scythe to try to hit her again. And actually do it.
Okay.
Boy, I wish I had sneak attack on that. Although max damage, is nice.
That's a hell of a
All
punch
right.
with the shaft.
This may be it.
I'm
It's
pretty
Hesdrid's
strong.
turn.
Yeah, if I don't beat myself up. Here we go. Is it adding the
off guard, the flanking? Yeah,
Off-
it should.
guard? I don't
It
see
should.
it in the modifiers.
It should auto do it, right?
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good about it.
Yeah,
okay.
just roll a hit. It'll show up. I think. No, it didn't.
Yeah, see? It didn't have it on there.
What were you looking for?
The being off guard or flanked, whatever.
It's on my end. It lowers her AC by 2.
Oh, okay.
It's an AC effect. Okay. She falls to the ground. I'm willing to call it, unless you want to,
Oh, hit her again.
They kind of
Yeah.
can't heal each other at this point. It's done. It's over. You have one.
Angrily chopping at their bodies on
Yeah.
the ground.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
Damn.
hate your light. I hate your face. I hate you.
Yeah, the way the living
And-
deal with the undead that keep rising again, you do to them.
And for the sake of the yada yada of we got 1 turn out of it, so it'd be
I don't
9 turns of 2 HP.
Oh, yeah, you got to give yourselves
I
like
get this-
18 HP.
18
Or-
HP, and then I can somewhere in the middle of that heal our most
Oh
injured people.
yeah,
twice.
and the priestess brings in other people and drags them in and says, "Get some healing, get some healing." Everyone stands close to the priest to the deathless acolyte.
I look at the priestess. I assume that this will cover for incidental damages as the rust cloud is dissipating in the background.
Oh, is there any hurt there? Me. All right, come back here in the circle of harm. Yes, come.
Come get healed by the harm.
It's the
Yes.
circle of life.
Circle of harm.
Circle of harm. I'm
I'm-
putting Sirenscape link in the chat. Gotta have our victory music. Let's
And just
see.
to cover these real quick. This is for Gristle. Or Grizzle. And this one is for. Why am I forgetting your name?
Oh, there's a Temple of
Morgan?
Othoa sound set.
For Dear Puppet Boy.
Morgan's?
Morgan's, that's right. I just could not remember. And that one's for you, Morgan's.
Thank you.
All right.
And then everyone else gets 18 on top of it as well.
Yeah, give me
Same.
18. So
Okay, while the healers are doing their thing, Morgan's is immediately going to get to work searching their bodies.
Mhm.
All right.
Hesdrid's
Because
kicking him as he searches the bodies too.
And they'll also kind of pose the question to the High Priestess. Does this happen very often around here?
It has not. In fact, we had enacted some security measures. She looks over at. Well, was Lurch the one who used to work for them? Yes, and we had some budget cuts. And it looks like it was unwise of us to try to think that to let our guard down.
Yeah, because this doesn't.
They only have +1 daggers and religious symbols of
Okay.
plasma.
So nothing incriminating with like notes or anything, because
We're not
Morgan's
finding
fine
that. No.
Morgan finds it a bit suspicious that they would choose. Well, any group of
Well, this has happened elsewhere in Eled. A couple of our other temples have been, but we.
Okay.
Well, the last attack was a year ago. But they've occasionally happened. There are some people who don't accept the faith.
Well, the fun thing is given their pharasmites, they would know full well what is probably going to happen to their bodies and souls if they fail. Fodder for raised dead.
Yes, we need to punish them. We need to make sure their souls do not get to the afterlife.
And give this floor a good sweeping.
They will get no peace.
I guess it's just irony then that they're probably going to be made into the very thing they despised.
Indeed. We'll send a message for them. It will be how we can dissuade others.
You know, we did come to talk to you about something.
Yes, and we were so rudely interrupted. What was it?
Ash?
Shadow Ash.
Shadow Ash.
Shadow Ash.
Shadow that ass.
It's only a model.
What are you doing with my ass? It's just the worst game of telephone amongst the party members.
While they're talking, like, I'm just gonna be like behind Morgan's doing some treat wounds, just basically just like kind of following Morgan's around.
All right.
Like, all right, hey, like, hold on, let me do this. Let me do this.
All right.
Even the Deathless Acolyte could not put all the stuffing back.
All right. Because there was a meal and people continued to eat at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Yes, what did you want to speak to me about? Oh no, I see slashing damage in your future.
Can I hero point that?
Yeah. Did I get a hero point to Tal, by the way, for the
You did not.
Yeah, I give one for that healing at the end.
Yeah. All right. Where was the? Yeah. All right. Reroll that using a hero point. Okay, 27 success.
Almost won again.
So,
I gotta say, before the session started, I was talking mad trash about not spending that many spell slots, and
you were
half cocked.
So I guess we talked to her about the amount of soul ash someone was trying to acquire,
Shadow
right?
Ash, actually.
Shadow ash, not so.
Yeah, Shadow Ash. Yes, we had a professor who wanted to have a large order of that.
Is that a regular thing? Does she always request that much?
She shakes her head. No. It's a rare ingredient that makes a victim of poisoning easier to raise as undead, and easier to control once reanimated.
Did she say why she was asking for such a rare thing and so much of a quantity of it?
She wasn't forthcoming. In fact, she wanted the whole matter to be kept quiet. But I'm willing to divulge this to you, given how helpful you've been. I told her no one in this shrine could create the ash on the scale she required. In fact, no one here can actually create it. Shadow Ash takes much more divine power than I'm able to muster.
And what was her reaction to that?
She said she would move on. She didn't seem surprised that given how difficult it is to create a large amount, the amount she requested could turn an entire city into the living dead. Now,
That's
not that I'm against that at all. In fact, that would be glorious. But I just simply wasn't able to help.
Oh, come on.
Well, if it happened to the wrong city, it could cause some issues. However, if one wanted to procure that much Shadow Ash, where would they possibly turn to if Temple's not able to provide it?
She asked me that, and I didn't have an answer.
Well, it's probably for the best he didn't provide one.
Morgans, you take 21 points.
Thank you. Do you have any possible theories as to why she would possibly be asking for that much yourself?
Well, to create a... Well, she says to create a large number of undead. Something which I'll note, she seems completely happy about. This priestess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, it makes sense that a priestess of Urgatha would take delight in creating large quantities of undead.
Yeah.
Did we confront her about the plot, or are we just kind of beating around the bush with questioning?
I was thinking we were just kind of beating around the bush, just seeing what we can shake out.
Given her reaction to the suggestion that it would be done to create like a city's worth of undead, might not be a good idea to close that, because if I remember lore right, the Church of Urgatha is constantly kind of pushing the
undead agenda.
The Bloodlords.
Take the undead agenda. Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be the pro-war fact, the Warhawks, basically.
Okay. I mean, is there anything else for us to do here?
All right. Well, let's see what we've found. We basically found out that she was not able to acquire the quantities she would need to succeed. Mm-hmm. Therefore, she would have to go somewhere else, because given that the plan was still in motion, it suggests that they probably found some other way to either procure that or a workaround.
Yeah, and the priest didn't seem to know where one could find that amount.
Yeah. So it's not going to lead us directly to our next
it's more circumstantial stuff, or just another bullet point in the list of wrongdoings by her.
It checks the temple off as not being the source of the Shadow Ash. What we can do then is bring it to our benefactors and see if they maybe have any notion of where.
Actually,
where else
I have a question. I have a question for the priest. Like Hesdrid's pondering and said, "What would it take to create that much Shadow Ash?" Just out of curiosity.
This will require me to find something out. So continue talking amongst yourselves.
This...
Fishing for possible leads. Not that they gave it to him, but just something that we could suss out.
Yep. Because that is definitely the path we need to follow in order to nail her and justify our actions before. In other words, get ourselves off the hook, because we have to figure out where she would get the Shadow Ash.
Yeah.
And then pin it to her.
Well, and that's if she got it, but I mean, it puts a mighty weapon in her hand, as you said.
She looks at you with a quizzical look and says, "Well, such secrets are kept among those who know." She looks like she's not going to divulge anymore.
Gotcha. Hesdrid points at the 3 bodies on the floor, or 4 bodies on the floor.
She turns away and she says, "Thank you for your help protecting us today. Feel free to eat anything off of the all-you-can-eat table."
Dad would like to go look at the all-you-can-eat table.
Yeah, Hesdrid goes. "Mm-hmm."
I'm looking at the artwork. Hey, it looks like there's some bread, some cheese.
Zaz has celiac disease.
And you think in a fantasy world you would do the
Yeah, even in the fantasy world, I give my characters my food allergies.
all the wheat it can. It's undead wheat, so maybe it's better for you.
Is that shrimp? I can't even have access. It's almond crusted shrimp, right? Really getting me good.
Yep.
Hesdrid
says, "Don't worry, I have a cure for that."
Well, I'm
Holds up his axe.
thinking.
Okay.
For those who would have knowledge of how to create it, I imagine it'd be the upper echelons of the church.
Can Zaz sort of?
I don't know if you're asking
discreetly...
her, or if that's an intra-party communication.
They're asking her.
She has a wry smile and turns away.
Would it be possible for Zaz to sort of discreetly kind of look and poke around here, you know, with the milling crowds and the healing, that like maybe I can sort of see if there's anything to see that she might not want us to see.
Okay. So,
And while it's
you have a skill you want to use?
I mean, I guess it's like stealthing around, sneaking around, right? I'm not great at it, but I did it.
Yep.
There you go. Oh, yeah, I am so
Oh
obvious.
no,
Like,
stealth would be a secret check.
okay.
Oh, and you have a +1.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Probably like I'm just trying to check things out, and
All right.
loot strings keep going bring, bring, bring.
All right. Well, with this roll that I rolled,
Okay.
you do insinuate yourself, and you're not noticed. You're able to peek behind curtain. It just looks like worshiping chambers. It does not seem like there's anything like offices here.
Okay.
It does not seem like a place where you could get more information from
All right.
searching.
okay. While they're doing that, Morgans would like to try and recall knowledge. I'm thinking society probably. What they're trying to figure out is if they can put. They're trying to think on the different bloodlords and which factions they tend to be aligned with, if any are aligned with the Temple of Urthoa in particular, and if we know them or have any interactions with them.
You
Try.
Because I'm also thinking about doing a recall knowledge check. They said that they need to create the Shadow Ash. They said they need a lot of sorry, my brain's blanking out on me.
Divine power, I think it was.
Yes, my brain wanted to say divine magic, but I knew that wasn't the wording. Divine power. With that, I would assume that they would need a lot of people, a lot of folks who could conjure divine power with. Can I recall knowledge on any place that we could maybe stake out that has a lot of, maybe a lot of buried priests? Because even divine, yeah.
So you wanted to stake out or recall knowledge or
recall knowledge to see if there might be any, because if they're making the Shadow Ash, they have to acquire the manpower to get the divine power that they need to create it in the bulk that they're making it. So I'm trying to recall knowledge probably necromancy knowledge on somewhere that they could be procuring the manpower, because assumingly they're raising priests for it.
Yeah, the implication is they need a lot of literal thoughts and prayers.
Exactly.
Well, from your society skill and religion, you believe that the most obvious answer is organized places of worship, temples in the main cities would be the largest sources of. But then that requires someone being in the inside, who is. Which is why Morgan's is trying to recall knowledge about if there's any bloodlords with that sort of connection, because trying to see, okay, is there someone in the echelons of power that could potentially be knowingly or unknowingly aiding her by providing the means to acquire this much shadow dust. Okay, Morgan's, your society skill tells you that of the great factions, the Celebrants has many worshippers of Urgathoa. And
and isn't our vampire boy tied to the Celebrants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we thinking that he's got us doing his dirty work by wiping out all the evidence
or
to him?
I don't know if we have enough to really necessarily suggest that he's in on this what we're trying to expose, but needless to say, I think we should maintain what should be the default of this campaign. Don't trust anyone completely.
Understandable. Because I don't remember, did we get sent to this party by him? Or was this something of our own volition?
He's like two thumbs way up, but we were tracking her.
He very much wants her. He very much wants her out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Just so I'm not being overly paranoid. Just making sure that we weren't sent here specifically by him in a place that we were just attacked by like 4 priests.
No, we followed. We came here to this temple based on that letter we found in Nathanelma's chamber. So
yeah, I missed that section. So I was just trying to keep the facts straight.
So I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm like, I said like. Does he really have it's like, does he really have? Is this like a made-up grudge that he has with Nathanelma? And really, he wants us to get like just kind of like pin her for all of the bad stuff. You know, she's gonna take the fall when it's really that is something the Celebrants are trying to. This is something the Celebrants are trying to do.
It might be a thing of he might have been orchestrating the scheme or backing them in some way, but now that 3 out of 4 of the Coven are no longer.
Yeah, we mucked up the scheme.
Mm-hmm.
So now if he is, this is in fact some big conspiracy thing. He's our little finger here.
Yeah,
it's probably more of a thing if he's trying to sweep everything up, so that he can feign ignorance. Yeah, but this is the only suspicion we have right now. It needs to be emphasized.
Because on the surface, it looks like he's trying to foil a poisoning plot.
Yeah. That's what it seems like, but... Alright, we can't trust him. I can't trust my new vampire daddy, damn it.
We don't know that, but it's... I think we should keep it in the back of our minds as a possibility, right?
Yeah, that's basically my point. Don't assume it to be the case, but still treat it as a possibility. In other words, also when we deal with him, don't go parse information that we share.
So what's our next step?
That is a good question.
What do we do next?
Well, we could probably bring up to him still that there would need to have been another means by which he would acquire Shadow Ash. Because if he is trying to use us to sweep under rug his involvement, he would probably let drip the information of the possible other sources, and in order to get us there thinking that we'll just do what he assumes we'll do and do his dirty work for him.
I have another theory, guys. Just a possibility. We found that symbol of Sarenrae in Nathnelma's office. Could she have been conspiring with these clerics to take down temples to try to get the Shadow Ash needed?
That was my original thought. Although that was before it was revealed they were clerics of Pharasma.
Oh. Maybe they lied to her. Maybe Nathnelma's, book smart, not street smart.
I think it's kind of a stretch to go with that tangent.
Okay, so we got Pharasma attacks. We've got Sarenrae symbol.
I think you're on
we should go talk to Daddy.
Yeah, I do think you're on the right path, that they probably are connected to her. But how exactly, we don't have enough information to really make a judgment on that.
Yeah, okay. Are we going back to jail?
Yeah, acting like we're going back to jail.
You have a few hours tonight. And you do want to get some sleep before your next...
Yeah, and we do need to recover health and spell slots and focus points.
Should we go talk to Daddy and then go hit up the jail?
If we get some sleep, guys, I might feel like my whole self again. I'm just gonna say. It's been a few days. It's been a rough few days.
That is another good point. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Zaz still has the after effects of his night with Daddy.
I'm still drained one. Okay.
All right. Are you going to report
I think we should take this.
Zithny or tonight or?
Yeah. If we suspect Zithny, do we want to talk this over with Berlin? Do we want to go talk to the other guy?
Like I had said, it might be smart to kind of play his game a bit. Tell him enough. We need to find. She obviously got the Shadow Ash from somewhere else, so we need to. We need more information on that, and because he'll want to, if he is trying to sweep his involvement in the plot under the rug, he would obviously send us to this other place to mess things up and do his dirty work for him.
Yeah. Is it Kirill? Is that how you pronounce it? Kirill?
The Lich?
Yeah, he said.
Yeah.
I have a note here that he
so
thinks
your
someone
theory
else...
is that if he sends you to go after the other source, an actual source of blood ash, you think he's trying to further getting blood ash out there?
Shadow Ash?
Shadow Ash? Sorry. Shadow Ash?
And that's
I think if he would be expecting us to take out this place and thus cover up his tracks more.
So
he would assume that we would
okay,
go in guns blazing and blow things up and so forth, which would.
And you're talking about which place right now?
Presume if he has knowledge about a potential other source of Shadow Ash. This is
see.
also.
Got it.
I'm basically saying, we don't need to hide the information about that we just discerned from the temple that they would not have been able to provide the Shadow Ash to him, so that if he does have knowledge about where we could potentially get it, he'd probably be inclined to share it with us.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think we need to meet with Kirill if we can, because in my notes here I have that he thinks that I guess I don't know. They think that it's someone else maybe behind the Coven's operations. That's what's in my notes.
Yeah, I do agree with that too.
Mm-hmm. And and we also have a note that says Berlin says it's never bad to check in on a bloodlord, and that she's staying at the Halst Valley Hostel, room 237, and to visit in the evenings.
So yeah, probably would be smart of us to visit the other two bloodlords we know and see what they.
Do we have enough time tonight to make those stops?
If this world clock's correct here, this cool new addition that I see above it's 9:24 at night our time.
I did not even notice that.
So that's the evening.
Okay.
Well, some time has passed from all this chit chat, but yeah.
Yeah. So
we're
all
talking
right.
and walking.
All right,
we gotta decide.
walking where?
Yeah, we got to decide. Are we going to go to the Queen's Loft, or are we going to go to the hostel and check on Berlin?
I'd say check on Berlin first, and then the Lich, because Berlin she's not undead, unlike the Lich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good call.
All right. All right, let's take we're at our halfway point, so let's take a 10-minute break.
Good call.
And then we resume.
Hooray.
Okay.
Hi. I'm excited. I am excited. I'm very excited. Buddy. Could that out be? Out. You're being bad. Why are you being bad?
Chat below.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we get the intrigue plot.
Yep.
It's,
So remind me,
makes-
have you spoken to Lord Zithny about the Shadow Ash?
we
No. Don't think we did.
Okay.
Did we go back to jail after?
did. I don't recall if we had brought up the Shadow Ash though.
Okay. I felt
Well,
like
this
you
makes-
saw him between every foray, I thought.
I think so, then yeah.
Yeah. This actually makes the second intrigue plot Pathfinder game this week for me.
What else were you in?
Outlaws of Alkenstar.
Ah,
Getting framed for murder!
Oh.
And the gaslighting enemy rolled a nat 20 on their deception check.
Megan's here. He's been meowing at me.
Yay, Megan.
Alright, she's probably gonna want to get on the adventure. Yep.
Of course.
Yeah. It's
Where
your
the
happy
action
place.
is.
Yeah.
Megan,
This
do
is
you know who?
Feric, aka Gristle, I'm back.
Megan, do you know where someone could procure a large amount of Shadow Ash?
Alright, you
I mean,
went to
obviously
see
Megan
Berlin
is Bloodborne,
Hellbilly, yeah.
so. Yep, we're on our way to see Berlin. We're off to see Berlin. I don't know if how I can make it rhyme with the Wizard of Oz. So I to fit the song.
Not easy.
When I watch the Rams play, I sing Puka Nakua's name to the tune of Frosty the Snowman. So I'm all Puka Nakua is gonna catch that ball. So
A single premium module has like 100 pieces of artwork. Impressive.
that's crazy.
Ah, she says when you arrive at her door. She's not quite as happy to see you as she thought. I see you finally come to visit me. I heard you got yourselves in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Lord Zithny preoccupied quite a bit of our time, and we got ourselves in a bind. A couple of our compatriots are in jail. We didn't quite handle the questioning of them in the smoothest way possible.
Yes, and I am glad that Lord Zithny told me what has happened. And I'm glad I haven't been, my association with you has not been found out. And
Yeah, we were trying to keep that quiet, and we had. So we relied on the local Bloodlord to not involve you.
Our local benefactor.
She looks a little hurt. She says, you could at least cast message.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Neither
But you're right.
do I.
Well, I do apologize for that.
Well, do you,
Guys, I have that spell. Don't let her know.
So, what is there any news?
Well, we did find shoot. What have we told Berlin already?
I think the last time we spoke to her was before the lecture.
before the
So,
wild night out.
you
and
can
the
just
lecture
say
and
you
everything.
give her a full update if you want to do that.
Is she aware of the Shadow Ash?
After our full update, she is.
So we're agreed that you spoke about the Shadow Ash to Lord Zithny?
Yeah, I believe we were safe to fully update her on stuff because
All right.
if there was some conspiracy involving her, she would have acted against us already.
Okay. Well, she says that, well, it certainly sounds like you are onto something, and that this actually might bring much glory to my name if I am associated with you eventually, and also to your own journeys possibly to be rising within the echelons of power in Geb. A plot to turn a large number of people and to kill them and turn into undead would be scandalous in the current state of affairs in Geb, including among many undead who would not want to see much of their own labor force threatened with mass death. That would destabilize the political situation, yes?
Indeed. Although it didn't seem like the temple was that antagonistic to the notion.
Oh, they're fanatics, she says, dismissively.
Indeed. Though I wonder if there might be other bloodlords tied to the temple that would see things their way as well.
Possibly, she says. But in the meantime, any plot that can be uncovered, if we can find evidence to unarrest Feric and getting the name Dyn, and put Nathnelma within the custody of the government would be only beneficial to us for a number of reasons, not least of which the prestige that would and fame that would befall upon us if we were to foil such an elaborate plot that threatens so many. So whatever assistance I can give you, or information, I'm willing to help, though it sounds like you already know more than I do.
I don't suppose you know of another possible source of shadow ash besides the temple?
Well, besides the temple, no. Now, the first place to go would obviously, if it's divine power you need, would be to go to one of the temples. Or there could be other sources of divine power or cults or organizations out there that we're not aware of. But if her office didn't produce anything for Nathnelma, maybe since you know her home address, maybe there could be something found there. Maybe there can be a lead there.
Oh yeah, that is right. We did have the home address. I don't suppose you might know of a reason why a member of the standing member of the college would have a holy symbol of Serenray, would you?
Well, there are people here who explore a variety of subjects. Serenray is not banned in Geb, so it's not completely out of the question for a professor who studies the occult and the divine to have such a symbol. It could be a trophy of a former conquest. Did it seem like she actually used it in service of any of her own?
Let's see, where did we find that in her office again?
It was almost like it was protecting her, right? Was that the one? Wait, was that the statue that conjured up the Triceratops or whatever? Okay.
No.
It was a trapped spirit that kind of lashed back or something when you got near.
That was more of a haunt. If I remember right, we found it in one of the boxes or chests or something over on the western side of the room. Near the windows. I can't remember the context in which. I wish I'd pay attention to that. But you can't always recognize when the context is going to be important. And so Morgan's will answer. Unfortunately, I couldn't really tell.
All she thinks. Okay, she isn't thinking much of the Serenray connection because the plot was to possibly make more undead, which Serenray would That's not consistent of someone who works with Sarah and Ray.
Yeah, very.
She thinks that
Very clearly.
either Nath Nelma has... it would be strange for a witch coven to have grand political plans. She is wondering if a connection to a mastermind could be found out. Hopefully she can...
Like someone perhaps recruited her to do this on their behalf.
That's what she's thinking, yes. And could be a bloodlord, yes.
We were kind of starting to have the same inclination, although we don't have enough information to really make a decisive judgment on that regard.
I mean, Kiro mentioned
We definitely would not
I was going to say you should
accuse
mention
anybody
that
without being in a position to. We definitely would not want to do that.
No, but the possibility had crossed our minds. And funny that you should mention about a higher up in that regard, because Kirill had said so. Bloodlord Kirill had said something similar. Is it Kirill? Am I saying his name right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yes. Well, hopefully, since this plan is so scandalous to poison and much of the population, much of the living population, we can safely call that out. Though there's a bigger scheme involved. Well, it doesn't seem like we have enough information.
That's where
She's
we're at.
of course
too.
offering you tea and biscuits and all this stuff while she's and talking about food.
So I asked her, where would you look for, like, Shadow Ash? Like, you're just thinking like there's got to be another temple or group trying to supply her, or
Well, there's many temples though. Seems like we I don't know. That would be one place to look, but
Okay, out of character, I just had kind of a thought. If we are, if it is Daphne supposed possibly our suspect here? I just got reminded why we didn't go to the house first. It's because he was going to scout out when her working schedule going in and out of the house. So if he is our suspect here, we should probably be careful going at any times he suggests to us, because
Yeah.
it could be a trap.
It's a trap.
That's out of character, by the way. I'm not saying this out loud. What Morgans will say out loud though is ask to be reminded what the what's the Lich Lord's name again?
her Berlin Haldo.
Hero.
No, not Berlin. The other one, the Lich.
Lord Kirill Vance. Exchequer Kirill Vance.
Yeah, Morgans is going to try and get a refresher as to which faction he's associated with.
The Export Guild.
Or the Export Guild, okay.
Yes, in fact, we made some arrangements, some more shipments coming from Great Urge. That would happen, you know. He's been asking me where you are. He wants to play that board game of his.
Yeah, blood price. Imperial. Yeah, I do. What is your impression of Hero?
A bit boring. He's kind of the opposite of Lord Sithny. He's lived a long time, obviously, and he seems to have his own specific interests. I've heard of that game, Blood Price. It takes forever.
Well, it's late. If we're gonna get roped into a board game that takes a long time, we probably don't want to stop by that now.
Yes, and I'm not quite as, I value the sunlight, she says, looking at the clock.
Yeah, we gotta get to our cells.
Yeah.
We gotta check back in.
Yep, gotta check back in at the Hotel Alcatraz.
What did you guys want to do after that?
After we check back, yeah. So I guess we would bid adieu to Berlin and apologize profusely for keeping her out of the loop for so long, and try to Zaz will say, I'll try to send you I'll try to send message when possible. I'm not very good with distance.
She says, sure, as long as you correct it from now on.
Absolutely. And then it's like, do we want to scope out Nathnelma's joint, or do we want to talk to Kirill Vanth next?
That is a good question. I believe with the home thing, it would seem suspicious if we didn't indulge Zathny with his purportedly finding out her schedule. So just to wait and see what he says with that regard.
All right, so I guess we sort of play Zithny's game for right now.
If it is a game, if treating it as a game, that's pretty much all we can do.
We can always use. We have to leave to get back to our cells as a as an out.
No, I'm when I say play, not the board game, not Kiro. No, I'm saying we play this. We play Zithny's game of kind of doing what he wants us to do.
Yeah.
But again, that's if Zithny is who you think, or who we're thinking is part of it.
Play his game, but in the back of our minds, keep the note he might be in on it, and treat and react accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Take his information with a grain of salt, right? Don't just
take his information with a grain of salt. Parse what information we know that we reveal to him. Regard any possible errand he sends us on as a potential trap.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the plan?
Yeah, but if he wanted to get rid of us or get us out of the way, or if we were getting too close, he could have just left us alone in jail, right?
True, but the supposition we're going on is that he's trying to bury what involvement he possibly had in this, because
but yeah, that's again assuming he's part of it. But
yeah,
I guess are we just moving forward with this, just with the possibility that he could be in on it type thing?
Yeah.
Proceed with caution is
proceed with caution. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like that.
Hesdrid, you have disappeared into the purple.
I've disappeared into the purple?
Yeah, you're leaning. You're leaning so. Oh, you're leaning so far back.
Yeah. It's like
I'm looking on my screen. I don't see purple.
You got a deep lean going
acting
on.
like a ghost.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, what's the next step?
We were going back to our cells. From there to it will probably be Zathny will probably come to visit us to see what we found out. No doubt, and so we will...
I don't know if he visits you in your cells, actually. That would have...
Well, regardless, we're going to basically return to our cells,
Okay.
and if he comes to visit us or meets with us after we're in our time in our cells, with the information said he was going to fetch for us about the hag's movements and schedule.
All right.
That if he provides that with us, we probably should then do the house next. If not, we pay a visit to Lord
Kirovant.
Yes.
Okay. All right. On to the cells. On to jail.
Hail.
All right.
Huzzah.
They shut the cells. Okay.
Okay.
Morgan's will just
manifest.
Rest
all the
for
while the
night.
night. Morgan's had spawned a harmonica out of nowhere. Played it poorly until they gave it to Zaz. Probably could play it better.
Nobody knows.
You get a long night's rest.
Okay, yay.
Yay, do a rest. And you do the usual... Oh, gotta do the card. And Hesdrid giving you the root magic.
Oh, okay.
Which I will
All right.
in a second.
There was a
once I
message
finish
sent to
the-
Zaz
Already
in
dragged it on
Excel,
there.
written,
Oh,
that says, Nath Nelma has not been seen leaving or entering her home the last day. Some of her TAs have entered and exited, but it seems like she's staying there. Signed, and it's signed yours with a Z with a drop of blood.
oh. All right. I share that information. Nath Delma's holed up in her house. It seems like.
Okay, just real quick with daily preparations, I got the Peacock card. It's a key card. So that means... for the harrowing ritual effect, keys are reflex saving throws.
Okay.
Guys,
All right.
I think I finally got rid of the longest hangover ever.
Truly, it was a night of epic proportions.
When night falls, after around 8 o'clock or so, you're able to get snuck out of the jail.
Okay, now with that information, do we want to go to the house, as we are probably going to have to confront her anyway, or do we want to... I'm thinking it might be better to pay a visit to the Lich first, just because we want all the information we can before we confront Athama.
Oh, maybe we can ask about her big friend. Maybe he has a good way or ways to offer us to deal with that.
Yeah, I spent enough time with you Morgans now to know that you're usually right that more information is better than less information.
Just going off of what happened last time, we went in and acted without information.
Yes.
Okay. Or Kirovant?
Yeah, we're in
Kirovant.
Kirovant.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I'm a little concerned if the name of the game is Blood Price. Like, I'm gonna end up drained 4 again somehow.
Somehow.
Well, here at the Queen's Loft, it is a well-appointed and expensive hotel. You actually encounter him in the hotel lobby. He's reading a historical treatise while sitting under the statue of Erasni. He places the bookmark, stands, and greets you in a somber and thoughtful voice. I thought we might get to know each other over a game. And it's a good hour to start a game of Blood Price.
I like games.
I don't have any blood.
Oh,
Neither do I.
Clearly this is a game for us to play. He's kind of saying the collective us. Blood is not required.
Oh,
You haven't heard of it?
I've not.
Ah, it's the greatest game. It is an economic strategy board game, simulating Geb and its factions and the machinations of the Bloodlords. They have a copy of the game here in the hotel library for guests to use. You also find out it takes 8 hours.
Let's do it.
You
Do it.
play a lot of Settlers of Catan with my old man. Does that count?
He says, that's one of those gateway entry games. No, this is the real deal.
Well, I guess it involves all of us, so it's not just one person challenging him.
I prefer Absalom Haven.
Well, so each character you get to play as one of Geb's factions. Kirill, of course, gets to play the Export Guild. The others are the Celebrants, the
I want to be the shoe.
the Builders League, the Celebrants, the Reanimators, the Tax Collectors Union. Those are the great factions. And there's also the Carter's Consortium.
I think Morgan's will go with the Tax Collectors Union, kind of in memoriam of one of the players who's no longer in the game.
Zaz did work for the Reanimators. He would like to play as the Reanimators if no one has
Okay.
objections.
Just Tal just puts his hands away from the Reanimator's pieces.
Oh. You know what? No, that's cool. You know what? Do it. Maybe I'll try something different. I just, I spent a lot of time stitching up corpses. But yeah, no, you're Reanimators. I'm looking at you now. Yeah, you're Reanimators.
So who would the crafters be? Or
Builders League.
the Builders League? Hesdrid will... I'll play the Builders League.
Did Tal take the Reanimators?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if Feric knows they're muted.
I'm aware. I was just making dinner as well.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Do you have a faction that you're?
Feric would. Gristle doesn't really care.
Okay, we'll take what's left. So what's left is the Carter's Consortium and the Celebrants.
Bristol's pretty strong. He'll take the Carters.
Yeah, Zaz will be Celebrants.
Okay, that seems fitting for him. Well,
Yeah.
one could do a whole minigame and pretend you're playing Twilight Imperium right now. But I'll just kind of keep it general. I'll just read this to you. During the game, each player begins with a starting position on the board, a special ability, a unique victory condition, and a bank of resources, all decided by your choice of faction. Those of you who play board games, this is like so many board games.
Mm-hmm.
The great factions have the most powerful starting positions, but the game is balanced so that the lesser factions can be victorious. Players make deals with each other, trading resources and establishing alliances. Oh, everyone should play Twilight Imperium once in your life, at least, by the way. Any player might win alone, but a joint win by players who work together is actually more likely. In any case, the game ends after 6 turns. In every turn, each player tracks their own blood points. You do a check. It can be a deception check to bluff, a diplomacy check to form or maintain an alliance. The checks, all of these checks are DC 21, by the way. It could be games lore to master the rules of play, society to apply knowledge of Geb, intimidation to make an aggressive play, or thievery to cheat, such as by pocketing resource markers or manipulating dice. Each time you use a specific skill, a DC with that same skill for future checks increases by 1. Kirill will make his own checks. Success on any check gives you 1 blood points. Critical success gives you 2. There's no penalty for failure. However, being caught cheating is not good. And hotel staff are prepared to give you food and drink throughout the game. I think that's it.
Okay.
So I think what it sounds like it boils down to is several rounds of making skill checks and then role-playing around them.
Yeah, and winning the game requires having 10 points, like Catan. You can form alliances to reach that total, adding your blood points together. That's how it's usually won.
So how are we going about this?
Yep. I was just gonna ask.
Well,
I guess we're doing this.
I'll lead the way and say I'm going to make a check trying to lie to one of you. Let's say I'm trying to lie to the reanimators, to Tal, and pretend I have but it's clear to Tal that he's prepared to backstab you on the very last turn of the game. So that's my failed deception check.
Understood.
Okay. Just as a point of reference, usually, or when I did kind of a similar thing, DMing Warrens of Wildwood with the personality game, kind of played it as an encounter. So with a initiative turn order, just to simplify
okay, I could just go down the list I have written here. I have Morgans, then Tal, then Hesdrid, then Gristle, then Zaz. So Morgans, you can narrate what you're doing, or you can just do a roll. It's up to you.
Okay. First, I'm just gonna double check. Okay, so it's deception rolls to kind of trick him with what you're doing. Diplomacy to try and form an alliance. Intimidation to make an aggressive play. Thievery to hide a piece or basically cheat.
Yeah.
And what were the other ones?
And I don't think diplomacy was actually here. Wait, actually it should be here. It's not to actually form an alliance. And what was your question?
What were the other potential roles?
Oh, deception, games, lore, society, intimidation, thievery, and diplomacy.
What is the suggestion they have with society?
What's
example of what you could be?
Oh, what it said was to apply your knowledge of Geb, which is accurately represented in this board game.
Okay, yeah. So, Morganson is going to attempt to impress with their knowledge of society, because we live in a society. That's cipher writing. That's it.
All right, you know that there's a secret mechanic. Has anyone ever played Dune, the board game? It's very much like Dune. Okay. Well, use your secret, your insider knowledge about a specific faction, and that succeeds.
Since I'm playing the tax collectors on the kind of as a homage to Kitsu, they're going to recall some basic ramblings that Kitsu had about the tax collectors, sort of inside knowledge.
There's funny thing. If you ever, Dune has a lot of weird rules and exceptions for each faction that are like, oh, this screams hobby board game. Like, you know, everybody has to pay the bank to buy things. However, the banker faction doesn't actually. They collect all the money from everybody else. So there's all these little tactics and strategies you can form based on how a faction is different from everybody else, and you can even make deals with them based on their special power. Anyway. It gets convoluted. Okay, Tal, what do you want to do?
To just kind of throw an oddball one out there. Could I? I'm gonna have Tal be the worst kind of player. Can I use a? Can I use his legal lore? To just kind of try to rules lawyer his way.
I think that's absolutely valid. And actually, because it's lore, I'm going to lower
Tal
the DC.
Actively has the rules page in his hand, and
yes.
he's like,
yes,
every corner just like
actually.
Actually.
All right, you succeed. Okay, remember the DC increasing for future rolls for me.
Understood.
All right, you succeed. All right, you absorb the manual. While he's doing the rules explanation, you just read the manual quietly. Okay, Hesdrid, what do you want to do?
What does intimidation allow me to do?
Make an aggressive play, or you could kind of cow somebody. I can see in one of these board games into like, you know, kind of like a bluff, make them think that you're stronger than you actually are.
All right, we're starting off. I'll try that. I'll try to bluff my strength.
Uh-oh. Well, you just don't score a point. There's no negative consequence. Oh well.
So I puff out my chest, and he goes, "No, oh, you're right."
Kirill says. Kirill just kind of sees through your words and doesn't and just declines firmly. His confidence unflapped. Gristle.
Gristle is going to try to turn about the lie that Kirill did, and use deception against him to try to pretend to set up a backstab.
or even like pretend you're like his joint, that you're on his side in that little spat in order to backstab him later. Happens all the time. There's a success.
Success.
Okay, and Zaz?
Zaz looks around the table and is like, you know, it's not the most bombastic and risky people you need to be afraid of. It's the cold and calculating players. And he rolls an intimidation check.
Failed to! Can't intimidate! Oh no!
Alright.
Tal just looks up at him, picks up one of his pieces, and puts it back in the right spot.
Something chaos is a ladder, something. Yeah, we've seen this. The show.
All right.
The worst kind of player, touching your pieces without your protection, without your permission.
I'm just gonna give these rounds name. I'm gonna add to this. Turn 1 was resource gathering. Turn 2 is information gathering. I already did something for Kirill and he failed in round 1. Okay, he's going to try to get information, and he's going to use his game's lore. And critically succeed.
Oh no.
He gains secret cards, action cards that he can use at any point against anybody else. Okay, Morgan's.
Oh, oof, that is a hefty roll. Yeah, Morgan's is going to
real quick. What kind of check are you gonna do, Morgans?
was probably going to do another society roll.
I know it's a little out of order. Can I do an aid for him as my turn?
As your turn.
Yes.
Sure.
I know. Just Tal's playing the long game of us specifically beating him, so he's just going to try to aid Morgans.
So basically asking Morgans to hold action.
Pretty much.
Sure, we can do that.
Alrighty.
Just
All right.
Morgan's like, no, this
Now,
Tal
we'll resolve
looking
it
at
right
him.
now. You're getting a +2 bonus on your check, Morgans.
Okay. We'll do another society, continue to try and take advantage of the knowledge they might have gleaned from Kitsu's ramblings. Going on about business, numbers. Is this working?
That does work. That gave the circumstance bonus. All right, you're able to get valuable information on your enemies.
Chal
Okay.
just points out you forgot a 1.
Okay, Hesdrid in the Builders League.
Oh. Hesdrid only knows one way to go, and that's forward, so he's gonna try to bluff his way through things again.
Ooh, okay.
Let's go.
You're lying through your teeth.
With a stern face.
Yep, seeing your poor hand, you're just now, talking up how strong you are to everybody else. Okay, Gristle.
Gristle is going to use his deception last time to set up an aggressive play and backstab Kirill on this one.
Oh.
Uh-oh. One thing they should have included in these rules was ways to lower points of other people. That would make it a little more interesting.
That would make
sense.
He says that did not succeed. However, he looks at you and says, "Good play. I would have done it myself." Okay, Zaz.
Zaz discreetly turns to Morgans and says, "Do we want to let him win? Do we want to let Kirill win? Like, is that in our best interest?"
I'm honestly going on the presumption that he probably will win, just out of sheer experience, so I'm playing it normally. After all, we are all novices to this game.
Okay. Can I cast guidance on myself?
No, that lasts a round.
Huh?
That lasts one round.
Ah, dang it. Okay, dang it.
And also, it doesn't have the subtle trait, so.
I guess that's true. Okay. I'm gonna. You know what? I want to try to form an alliance. With I'm gonna roll a little diplomacy with Kirill. I'm like, hey,
you don't
come
need to
on.
roll a check. You can just form an alliance.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I would like to do that. And then, then what would I use diplomacy for? To like negotiate?
It's its own check. It's just part of making a deal in the game. I just think they didn't write it out. And
are you kidding me? 2 1s in a row.
Oh, you're just using... Oh, okay.
I'm here. Can I hear? I got one more hero point. I'm fed up with. I'm fed up
Alright.
with this.
There's a score.
For the last time, D20.
All right. He tells you, yes. There's the Zithnia told me that you were quite charming. I can see why. Quite persuasive, he says. He's not nearly as flirty as that sounded. He's quite clinical.
Right. Yeah, he's all business.
I'm not lowering the DC for lore checks, just looking at how these rules work, by the way. Okay, Kirill is going to lean in on that games lore of his. He needs a 22. Oh. It looks like I'm winning again.
What a jerk.
A little emotion comes out in this normal, unflappable demeanor. We're in the council round, where there's a council happening of all the bloodlords, and people are playing their secret cards, including, this is in Twilight Imperium, you can assassinate representatives, you can stack the vote. Okay. You can vote on policies that change the rules of the game, and whether spaceship fleets can exceed a certain size. Anyway, there's lots of cool stuff in the game. Okay, Morgans.
Believes Lord Kirill, we're winning.
Out of character. I'm going to go the interpretation that he probably uses this game to gauge the nature of people he has dealings with.
Probably, yeah.
He probably could use the same thing to kind of gauge him as well.
His litmus test.
So if he, looking at how he reacts, were we to win, could definitely give a good insight to his character.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you know what? It's
so he basically played one of his cards in the council and got a coup of resources for the export guild, and he's now able to ship a big shipment of grain with Absalom. An exclusive arrangement.
Okay, actually, Morgans is going to change things up a bit. They're going to go for the tried and true tactic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I going to make a Catan reference? He plays a Monopoly card and it claims everybody's wool. Sorry, go ahead.
The tried and true tactic of trying to eat one of the pieces.
Oh? Well, that does not succeed.
I was hungry.
Oh, you're trying to eat a piece?
Well, eat in quotations. It's like, ow.
This is more... He looks at you, he frowns, and he's not talking to you anymore. He saw you try to do that, and thinks, we can't have any, can't have you dishonor the game, can we?
Puts it back.
Put it back. You haven't seen him this animated before. Okay, that's your turn. Okay, Tal. Council round.
I'm going to hit him with. I'm going to hit him with another legal check.
Oh, you guys don't know what the score is.
No.
That's another success. Learning those rules.
Tal points out. Tal points out to him that due to a very niche rules interpretation of more of the rules as written instead of intended, that that under a very niche circumstance that his resources are not consumed by his card that he played this turn.
He says, his eyebrows, well, he doesn't have eyebrows, his eyes widen, and he says, but that's not how I played it for the last 37 years.
Oh, jeez.
And he looks at the card more closely and he says,
wrong.
You're right. And then he recalls a game 17 years ago that he should have actually won, but for that rule. All right. You seem to know your way around abstruse legal texts. Tal Fengarl, he says. Yes. All right. Next is Hesdrid.
What am I going to do?
You've been bullshitting your way through this game so far.
I have. Let's just go with the tried and true bullshit.
He says, you must have a weak hand, he says. He smiles. Gristle.
Gristle decides he's going to try to set up Tal for a failure just to get back at him for, explosions.
Oh yeah, having vendettas against people is all in these games.
That really failed.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're not even trying to win anymore, you're just trying to bring down the people who... Yep. Okay, Zazz. Yeah. Zazz.
Yeah, Zazz. Zazz is going to use deception as well.
Okay.
To make it look like he's doing one thing when he's really trying to set up to do another thing to keep his alliance with Kirill intact. Because
it's like in chess when you threaten a spot on the board. But you actually are planning something else. Oh.
Shoot pickles, I just missed it.
You telegraph your intentions too far, he says. Alright, the next round is the public scandal round, where he is going to rely on his knowledge of Geb society. What's rolling so well? He uses his deep knowledge of the game in order to unearth a scandal, something about a hidden contract underneath a Builders League construction that shows it actually belongs to... It actually reverts back to its original owner. It scandalizes the celebrants. Morgan's.
I see what you're doing there.
The score is Kirill 6, and everyone else has 2 or 1.
Would you allow, since he's specifically going with the Exports Guild, would you allow a mercantile lore roll?
Yeah.
To
that kind of works in this game.
I'm going to try and frame it that the scandal he revealed with the contract, because Morgan's is kind of catching wise to the obvious parallel with real life circumstances that we have here. Basically doing some mercantile jargon to explain how working it this way would stand to perhaps economically benefit his guild in alignment with the Builders and the Tax Collectors Guild.
Okay, so you're arguing for an alliance using your mercantile lore, using the knowledge of Geb and your mercantile lore. Okay.
Yeah, and also trying to get back into his good graces after embarrassing himself the previous round.
He's still not talking to you, but you can use your knowledge. Oh no!
He very much does not appreciate what you've done.
He blocks your move and says, and basically is now like wanting to block your victory in the game. He makes very clear he's not going to ally with you. Tal.
All right. What check is it you to attempt to ally with him?
There's no check. You just need to argue that he should ally with you. The last you can make alliances before the 6th round, I'll say.
Okay.
And then the 6th round, all of the rewards will be doubled.
Gotcha. With that,
I should have written this module.
Then, Tal is going to, given his seemingly liking that Tal's take to him, he's going to push his luck and attempt to ally with him. And for that, he is going to...
You would need to critically succeed. I'm going to say you'll need to critically succeed on a check. Because normally one doesn't ally before the final round.
Gotcha. What?
And if you fail the check, you will lose your opportunity to ally with them later.
Then I will hold on that.
You the DC was increased, so that's a regular success.
I'm
So you're
okay
pulling
with
yourself ahead of the pack. Very good. Hesdrid.
Yep.
All right. Oh. God damn it. I have no deception, no diplomacy, no society. One
Roll it.
thievery.
Roll anyway. It could be fun.
It could. Okay.
You have none of the skills?
None of the skills.
Oh,
Alright, but
okay.
diplomacy. I'm like.
Yeah, just use that winning personality of yours.
Yeah, I'm like, please be my friend.
No.
5.
All right, Gristle.
Games are stupid and I hate them.
I'm like, oh.
I see. You must be the muscle of the group, he tells you.
Yeah.
Gristle.
Is going to try to... We can use diplomacy on this?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's going to try to...
This is the scandal
see
round.
somebody.
Make a scandal. Okay.
No.
No, not quite. And Zaz.
Right. Can I... I want to say... Can I use performance? Because this is like, you said this is like the scandal thing. Can I use performance to tell this bawdy story of Innkeep's wife who carried on an affair with a guy, and how she was able to like totally wipe out her husband's fortune and everything and sent him destitute and all this stuff, like this awful crazy scandalous story that happened in Grey Dirge?
I'm not sure how it translates into this fantasy game.
You said it's like scandal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But within the mechanics of the game, you know? Like,
oh, within the mechanics of the game.
It's not,
okay.
It could be you spend five wool in order to pay an informant, you know?
Oh, okay, so, okay. I mean, I was just trying to entertain and distract them. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, I see. So try to distract the guy. Like, I see it being to aid another. I'd allow one use of it because you made an argument for it to try to aid your own check.
Okay, let's see here. I mean, I'm just, it's a 20. Golly, my rolls are hot garbage tonight.
Okay.
Even with my good modifier. I mean, it's a 23, but...
I have a thought as to how you could potentially apply the performance check to within the rules of the game. Given this is the scandal round, you could have it be that you're using performance to kind of frame the narrative around the scandal a specific way.
All right, that you aided yourself, so you're going to get a +2 bonus on this actual check.
Okay, so Yeah, then I'll try. I'm gonna roll society, I guess.
All right.
So, and I get a plus. All right. Oh my god!
Oh no!
I can't win.
Well, seems like you should study more of the realities of Geb, he says as he moves his piece forward.
Yes, they must be feeding me all kinds of hard alcohol while we're playing this. That's all I can think of.
Yeah. Round 5 is the assassination round. I just call it giving it a name. All right. And he, like, puts his trump card on a piece and wants to assassinate a member of some kind of witch's coven. He's going to use his intimidation in order to insinuate himself into the right position on the board. I don't know what's going on with my dice today. Looks like I don't need to ally with anyone, he says.
We're going to let the Wookiee win, guys. We're going to let the Wookiee win.
Should I kind of jump ahead to see if he I don't think he's going to ally with anyone, because this is like the greatest bragging rights to win on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I would think someone with his caliber would not.
Yeah, because it's at 8 points right now. So he's going to use
the Wookiee don't need
his
no help.
intimidation. He just needs to succeed on this. We flash forward, and he says, it looks like you need to play more Bloodlords in order to challenge me. However, did you enjoy the game?
I think I need to read the rule book, but yeah.
All right,
it was very enlightening.
Hogging the rule book.
It was very enlightening. Seems almost real.
Actually, you should have been able to ask some questions to him during the game. It wasn't all just strategy and card plays. So yeah, any questions for him?
He hadn't. I bring up how he
brings out his talkative side.
Yeah, I'd bring up that he mentioned something about how he thinks there could be more to what's going on with this whole Nathnelma situation than just, she's slighted Lord Zithny, and there could be something greater at play.
Yes, it happened right in front of Geb. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. But,
I'll say,
well, actually, it was before you were born, probably. It's a minor history to anyone else. I take that back. But yes, I saw it myself. Zithny seems to be one who values his alliances and weighs who's his enemy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think I missed something.
Yeah, that kind of it got garbled a bit on my end.
Oh, he tends to he doesn't play the game, say, the way I do. Holds up his pawn. Gets swayed by who he's by his emotions. Probably why he hasn't advanced very far among the Bloodlords. Now,
what's your opinion?
Nathnelma, that is somebody who I would like to have alive, so we can find out what she was, her coven was planning. They had some. I'd like to know I'd like to personally make sure she's punished for cheating the Export Guild.
Okay, out of character, guys. I was mistaken. Zathny's not our little finger. I think this guy's our little finger.
I guess Desert will ask him, what's your opinion of Lord Zithny? And for that matter, Lady Bertoli?
Haldoli.
Haldoli.
Zithny is, it's useful to have a connection with the celebrants, and his interests and mine diverge, however. I can't go on one of his his games. We see use in each other. I make sure he can get some of the goods he needs, and I get connections with Geb. And yes, Berlin Haldoli, we just concluded a deal that is a mutual benefit for both of us. She is up and coming, as you know, working with her. And she seems very impressed by the lot of you. Now, I'm going to remind some of you that a couple of you are not necessarily working with Berlin Haldoli. Didn't you come from Lord Zithny, or am I mixing that up?
Gristle is and the Lurch were like, yeah, Zithny's guys.
Yeah, though not necessarily loyal to Zithny. You were just tired by him before?
Correct.
Okay. Well, so he addresses this to those of you who have worked with Haldoli up until now. Anyway, he says pleasantries about Haldoli.
Does it seem like he's being truthful? Like,
good question.
Can we sense motive?
yeah.
Yes, you can. So who wants... Is everyone sensing motive?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Gristle's not bothering.
Morgan's definitely will be attempting.
See if my muscles pick anything up.
Should believe it.
If my pecs are twitching.
Okay, Hesdrid, you're a little suspicious of this guy, thinking that he
It's the left
is
one.
scheming. You know, you are... but Morgan's, you think he's being completely forthright. So that wasn't quite helpful. We got some...
Conflicting. That's okay.
Yeah.
I think
I
he
guess
might
we
be
don't have
full
a
of shit. And Morgan's like, I think he's the greatest ever.
Oh, sorry. Also, Gristle thinks he's being forthright. He hasn't brought up any Shadow Ash or anything. He apparently has not been informed about the latest things you've discovered.
Should we ask him? Should we ask him, like, where would one procure?
Morgan's is going to
amounts of
leave
Shadow Ash?
that to the rest of the party because Morgan's is under the impression he doesn't like him very much. So Morgan's is sulking a bit.
Tal.
Why'd you get to go and eat the piece? You shouldn't have done that. Papa always
You know,
said,
if
follow your
Hesdrid's
impulse.
Oh
suspicious
yeah,
of him,
he seems favorable to Tal, who had the highest score at the end, and showed off his legal lore.
Yeah. Tal looking at him forthright. Well, I'm as part of our recent investigations and part of personal projects of mine, I'm currently looking into, as a personal favor, of looking into receiving some manpower of divine power. Corpses of priests that could be resurrected, those currently looking to be hired to do so. Under the benediction of procuring goods.
So you're looking... Sorry, GM talking here. You're looking for priests who have...
Pretty much he's not saying it flat out that they're looking for Shadow Ash. He's poking around, like where they would get the manpower and stuff to, like, he's pretty much prodding him to try to spill some information.
All right. He tells
by
you...
like kind of beating around the bush.
Sounds
And
like
putting
you
it
are
under the
onto
pretext
something,
that
and you're
it-
not telling me fully what you're investigating. Now you're talking to a shrewd gamesman. You play games yourself. It seems like you're playing one right now. He's being cordial.
Being cordial. Like I've said, it's purely a personal project. Nothing much to do with what we're doing as a group.
All right, I need some kind of check for you to warm him up a little to give any.
Understood.
Give something for free, basically. Society.
I got 3 ones. One. I was
don't want
going
society.
to say,
Can I
could do
aid,
society.
Okay.
could I aid Tal? Could Zaz aid Tal in this or no?
Morgan would also like to aid.
Looks at his score.
As it's a society.
If you describe
roll.
how you're aiding.
I mean, I'm trying to talk him up, butter him up, like doing a performance to like sort of make an impression and make him seem good.
Oh, all right.
Starts trying
So
to.
you're singing at the dinner. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Um,
trying to.
Morgus will try
Since
and
he
do
doesn't seem to
accompaniment.
entertainable type, maybe some knowledge about liches or religion to know if maybe there's a funereal dirge you might not like from the old
Yeah. Let's see here.
Some people do just like church music.
Oh my god, I do. I quit tonight, dude. I quit.
Okay.
Well, it's 15. Like 8 is like the 15, right?
It's a plus
But-
1 to the main
Yeah.
check.
Plus
With my
one?
rules.
Alright. Understood. Alright. Good.
He says, he folds his arms. He says, well, maybe we'll have to play more games and we can be more forthright with each other. Meaning, kind of including both him and you within that sentence.
Very.
Have another, offers you more food. Now, I just want to tell you that Nathnelma, so you know that there's 2 mummies that serve as her valets and reside in her home. I actually made part of arranging, but I looked through my old records. I talked to some of the people that I work with, and apparently the export of mummies was cancelled in order to provide them to her. And he tells you the stat block.
Oh boy. So we're getting the nature of her
Inside info.
her ads basically being spilled to us.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what's this? Okay, so dark vision.
Ah, that figures.
130. Conscience. Weak to fire.
Say, would you
Hey,
happen to
Mr.
have
Fire.
any information about the big guy with 2 heads?
Hey.
It's fire.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Fire Wizard. It's
Oh,
karma
mummies.
coming back to hey you.
I was just sitting here with a grin.
And he says,
Um,
hopefully, if things go well in bringing down Nathnelma, you will definitely, I'll put in a good word about you among the Export Guild.
Assuming that the party doesn't have an objection to it, it's something that if to try to get some more information out of him. If I was more forthright on what we were looking for specifically. And a deal, an attempt to make a deal of, instead of killing the hag, of bringing her to him alive for more information on what we're looking for, essentially.
He might be more forthcoming. That would be the word, forthcoming.
Yes. Mostly just bringing it up that Tal will spill those beans, and if anyone has an objection to it before he does so.
Wait, I'm sorry. Spilling beans? Spilling which beans?
Talking about that we're looking for shadow.
Oh, the
ash
shadow
and
ash.
stuff like that. Because we've been beating around the bush on it.
All right. And do you want to spill the beans now or later?
Pretty much the idea of him telling him as a sign of good faith before asking an offer of him.
When would this be?
Is kind of what I'm looking at.
This would be now or after you apprehend Athnama?
This is something that I'm talking to him about it now, so we can maybe have some more information about apprehending her.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop you.
Not gonna stop me. Tal, with this information, well, since you've shown us a sign of good faith, I believe I can bestow, assuming there was no objection, from those around me, a sign of good faith back. Sure.
So tell me about you found that she's trying to collect a large amount of shadow ash.
Yes.
Okay.
And for any information that you can provide back to us, I can do my best to guarantee her safety back into under your my brain trying to think of the word. Put her back under, I want to say control, but that isn't the right word.
It would be the right word, I think. Or
Alrighty.
to deliver her to him. Well, he says, Shadow Ash. So the scheme gets more ambitious, he says. Any idea who it might be used against?
It's all currently speculation. Speculation, but we believe he's keeping his cards close to his chest. He's not keeping it vague on purpose.
All right. Well, if we're trying to trace the source of Shadow Ash, she tells you things you've heard before. The usual places would be the established guilds that would have the divine power, the established temples to create Shadow Ash. He seems much more interested in who might be behind it. He says that and why they would try to do it. He tells you that he can look into it, but he thinks that either in Mechatar or Yeled would be the places that would have the divine power. However, that might be the wrong place to look. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom really quick. Be right back.
Ooh, me too.
Okay, so you guys all picked up that he was basically doing the circumstances that occurred in Grey Dirge as during the game.
What's going on?
It might have gone. Actually, just realizing, I think everyone but myself was not here for that. We got the deed for the estate where we currently reside in game or in character.
Alrighty.
We found a secret deed that basically had the estate returned to ownership with the Builders Guild, which was much to the embarrassment of the celebrants. Ron, I just realized that I'm the only one that was here for all the events he kind of paralleled during that game.
No. No, Wade and I were here for that.
Oh yeah, you guys were.
Yeah.
But wait, it didn't go to the celebrants. I thought it was.
No, it went to the Builders Guild, but it embarrassed the celebrants.
Was it the celebrants or was it the?
Tax
I thought it was a
Collectors
different
Union.
faction.
Honestly,
It was the collectors.
I
yeah.
might have gotten it wrong when I spoke, but it was supposed to be a reference. I think there's a Tax Collectors Union or the Celebrants.
Yeah.
I thought it was Tax Collectors Union because.
Yeah, it might have been Tax Collectors Union because.
Okay.
Yeah, because they normally they repossess property after if there's no established heir.
He tells you it would be difficult to find a number of temples would possibly have the ability to create Shadow Ash, but that would simply be narrowing it down. Finding out who actually she's working with would be what we want to find out.
Well, if she can't get large amounts in one spot, that would have to mean that she has to have many or multiple connections to do a little bit at a time, right?
Yes, but something that would disrupt the relations of power within Geb, you wouldn't want to have too many things that could be traced back to you. I think that she would probably get all of her source from one place. If she's strategic, she says, as he's holding his pawn.
So basically, his suggestion is don't pursue the lead of where she got the Shadow Ash from, but rather who was pulling her strings, and probably pulling the strings in order to get her that Shadow Ash.
That's who he seems most interested in. Yeah.
Oh boy, I struggle with political intrigue so much.
You're in the Bloodlords campaign.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I just when I signed up for this so long ago, I didn't understand what I was getting into. I was just like, oh, there's a place that I can go be necromancer wizard and shoot the spells and be happy. And
That's how they get you.
Underwatered and thrown into the middle of political intrigue.
It's possible to play it like a straight,
Cast, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm
Kick down
bored.
the door.
I'm just saying I'm just bad at it.
Well,
and that landed us in jail.
Well, that's how they get you in Game of Thrones. They get you in with the dragons, but then you get caught into political intrigue.
It seems to me that both Zithny and Kirill want us to follow this, and even Berlin to a certain extent. They want us to follow this to implicate some bloodlord that's going to get them removed from where they're stationed, and it's going to create a vacuum, and it's going to create a way for we're the tools for helping them
ascend,
move up somehow, and we're just kind of riding their coattails. Like that's how it seems. That's what this seems like this is getting to.
Well, I'm pretty
As of
sure
right
they
now,
don't necessarily
Lord
have
Zithny
any ranks.
And Haldoli could claim credit for what you guys unearthed.
Yeah. Here's the thing, they don't really climb up in rank, it just is more prestige for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bragging
we
rights.
did. Yeah.
We're just trying to...
Kirill just seems personally intrigued, intellectually intrigued.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Although he would have personal investment having just made a large contract with Berlin.
Yes. Okay. Alright. I mean, it seems like our next step is to
Have you ever stopped to think that Berlin might be the one to advance the most from our work?
Oh, it's entirely possible that she could be the culprit. Not ruling that fact out.
So it seems like we need to get into the joint and find some incriminating evidence in her house. And
Hag's house,
Yeah, conk the hag on the head and not totally murderize her.
and deal with the mummies.
Yes.
And
Mummy.
the two-headed Eden. Did he not know anything about her undead friend, two-headed friend?
He has He is he had heard about the incident with the Etten. Everyone was talking about it. I guess he can recall knowledge about this thing.
Well, he can or I can.
He can.
Hmm.
All right. Yes, sounds like a very powerful creature. Very bullheaded. Must be weak in the mind. Not much of a strategist, it is. It's telling you has a weak. His will save might be a target.
In other words, it might possibly be ripe for what the trick you did with the other undead summoned by the students.
Except it wasn't mindless.
Touche. Yeah, but we could basically use some mind effect, will-based spell rolls to get it, which has me now looking at my.
I have lots of Zaz has lots of will-based stuff.
Make sure it's not to be a living creature, though.
It's Crumlacious Fortitude, Tamed is Reflex.
Well, I got things that like it targets like they have to do will saves. So like if they get a lower modifier to their will, then that's bueno.
Yeah, I've got Color Spray and Laughing Fit.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we need to scope out Nathnelma's joint.
And it's too bad it's fortitude, because slow would be really good against it with its multiple actions, multiple turns.
That is true.
I'm not sure how it would work against a two-headed creature. I would imagine one of its heads would lose an action. Okay. All right. Back to the jail cells.
Yeah.
All right.
Back to lockup. I don't think we really even need to do the rest button. We didn't do anything.
No, nothing that's extra resources. Indeed.
We just played the game.
All right.
Like I said.
It is 8:45 p.m.
I wasn't still fully healed all the way.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'll need to draw a new card. I just need to use the restroom real quick.
How are we playing this, guys? Are we just busting in the door? Busting in the door doesn't
man. That does. I was gonna say that hasn't worked out for us too well.
We've got Gristle. You're sneaky, right? Like my brother used to be. You're pretty sneaky.
I'm pretty sneaky, yeah.
Like maybe like you gotta do some recon and figure some things out and maybe figure out a good way here. You know, we usually just sort of bumble and stumble and bust our way in, and it generally hasn't served us well.
Okay, I'm back.
As you probably gleaned from two of our compatriots being locked up right now.
I don't have any desire to join them in prison, frankly.
Right, yeah. If you got any skills that can get us in there subtly, and we'd appreciate it, that's for sure.
Okay,
All right.
For
What do you want to
daily
do?
prep, drew the Eclipse card, which is a stars card, which means it's will saving throw.
Does it make sense to do a shopping trip to get some additional spells that might be helpful for that sort of thing?
Well, I like the spell that was it Morgan's used to trap the
Containment?
Yeah, containment. Could we use that on the big guy?
Containment it's a reflex saving throw, so it's not going to be hitting his weak point. It kind of works best like how we used it there, taking out one of the weaker adds. It's not one you're necessarily going to use on the big bad.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, if we can hit it with a laughing fit, and continues to sustain it, like, if it fails and then we continue to sustain it, they're just slowed 1, right?
Yeah, laughing fit would be a good one to hit it with. If it can fail its save, because if on a failure it's slowed 1, and then they also cannot use reactions, which means it only has the one reaction to use if we try to move around it.
I mean, I also have Roaring Applause, which is it's a sort of a similar thing. If it's failed, they're slowed 1. And
minimizing actions on the big guy would be pretty good.
Yeah, they'd be slowed 1, and it also they're forced to clap vigorously, and it gives them that's the manipulate trait. So if Hesdrid is just up there reacting every time it claps and just hitting it, there's we have things, So if I could get it to just start vigorously applauding me, it would be pretty great.
That would be pretty cool.
So we have some options. I feel like we have some options. I also have confusion, which is another will DC. It's 4th level, but they're confused. They can make them confused. I'm not sure exactly what that does.
Color Spray is another will save one I have. That one could potentially, since it's a cone, it could affect both heads. And if they get the failure, that at least gives us 1 round of them being stunned.
Just watch out, that's an incapacitation spell, so I have to prepare to 4th level for it to likely work.
Yeah, that is the other caveat with it.
How confused is interesting. You attack wildly or off guard, and you don't treat anyone as your ally, and you have to use all your actions to strike. But targets are
I
randomly
realized we're
determined.
probably planning for today.
And no
we're ending on a
reactions.
cliffhanger if something happens.
Well, it was the fact that I was kind of hoping we were going to end on a planning, just because.
We're down a party member. Yeah.
Well, that I was also hoping to take up that offer on,
the necromancer.
Doing the Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's just wrap up with a little planning. I will tell you now that everyone earned 200 XP, so you are now at
snap
616, I believe. Would that be right?
Yeah.
So let's use the power of collective thought at the moment. Our necromancer would have the whole occult spell list to choose spells from.
Yes, it's going to be an adjustment, but
I would like to know now, though, any shopping you're doing.
Might be good to get some what is it called instead of Alchemist Fire?
I think it's still called that.
Alchemist Fire. Okay, basically anything that can potentially cause fire damage to enemies because of those mummies. We can't just focus all our attention on the Etten possibly being there. We also gotta keep in mind she's got the mummies, and also I think those wraith things.
Oh yeah, the wraiths. Or was it wraiths? Was it wraiths?
FYI, any creatures that do void damage, I will have do spirit damage. I'm going to make that work both ways. So any effects you guys have that does void damage would do spirit damage if they're immune to void damage. If they're immune to void damage. So because that's one of the criticisms of this AP. A lot of enemies.
I was going to mention the fact that that is no longer, if I do get to switch the class, it is no longer an issue for me.
Right. For the necromancer, they get to ignore that.
Yes. I just a small detail I appreciate greatly. I didn't know you were going to do that, so it was like big incentive.
It does a little more, in fact. It turns it into vitality damage, which might trigger a weakness. Yeah. The new necromancer.
Indeed. In Foundry, is there a way to like so I could go ahead and like start?
There might not be I imagine when the playtest gets out, that there'll be a community pack for the playtest. Right. In which case, make sure I install it. There already is a data pack that someone posted in the subreddit, but I want to wait until the PDF comes out. There might be something that the
I agree. It's the fact that I'm in the inactive. I have a second Tal Fengarl to like already drawn up to like start doing that stuff instead of trying to adjust the everything on the already made wizard.
What might also happen is that crazy guy who does Path Builder might put something out on day one. He tends to do that.
I appreciate the crackhead energy. That is just a day one patch. Alright.
Yeah.
All right. Level 3 alchemist fires are 10 gold apiece.
And they do persistent damage.
Yeah, they do 2d8 fire damage and 2 persistent fire damage and 2 fire splash damage.
Ooh.
The only thing that's a real hit to me is just losing out on the benefits of the Ring of Wizardry, but I'll live.
Oh. I'll look at that. I'll see what's going on there. Okay, other pre-planning. While we're
other
together.
Pre-planning. Let's... So... I'm trying to think if there's anything... so how does, like, the learn a spell thing work? Is that just for wizards like it is in 5e, or is that, like, something other classes can do?
Any character that wants to learn spells, well, if something's added to your spell book, no check is required. But if you want to add spells in addition to the free spells you get when you level... You know, when you're creating a new character, I don't want to bog that down by asking you to roll checks to add spells beyond what you get by default from your character advancement. But I will ask you to pay the price for buying the scroll and learning the spell.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if there's checks and stuffs involved, that's something that my stuff can wait a little longer, and I can look into.
Well, for character creation, what is this, level... You're level 8? Level 7?
You're level 7.
Yeah. Any future checks would require... I'd ask for checks, but when you're creating a new character, I'm not gonna require you to roll for, let's say... You just got 4th rank spells at level 7, so you would have 2 4th rank spells in your dirge. I'm not going to ask for a check to learn a 3rd 4th rank spell at character creation. Okay, anyone else? I mean, I just want to make sure while we're talking about planning that we have that discussion.
Yeah. Apologies on being difficult.
I just don't know if
I really don't mind. It's just that, you know, Everyone was being quiet,
Understood.
so you just asked your questions. It's
I was just chuckling to myself because I remembered it there that I stole those glasses from Nathnelm's office. They're in my inventory. I was like, what is this? Oh yeah, that's right. I was being spiteful.
one thing to get out of the way. Does Tal have any quest items that the party should not lose? But
Understood.
just check that. But what was someone gonna say?
I just wanted to know if we're communally, pooling resources to buy some alchemist's fire for someone to carry.
I am okay with pulling my gold into that, or like some of my gold into that.
Yeah, I have some dust of disappearance on me. I can give that to our sneaky sneakerson to help.
The stuff in the party pool, besides the bottomless stein and flask of fellowship, which I think have, and the cold iron mug, which I think have sentimental value.
Yeah.
Wait. Is there anything here to sell? What about the spacious pouch? I think you were keeping everything here. Actually, never mind. I think you were keeping all of this stuff.
I think we sold the rest of it. Definitely don't want to sell that spacious pouch.
Okay, yeah, so you are talking about pooling gold to buy alchemist's fire.
I don't remember if this hunter's handbook is important or if it's just a.
I think we gave that to you because it was a potential additional spells for your wizard to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for your future necromancer.
If I remember. Yes, if I remember,
and there are some
I don't
higher
think it
rank
was,
spells than that, if I recall correctly.
Yes, and I also think it was like quite a few of the spells I couldn't cast because I think they were mostly just ooccults. Oh no, I think it's
I think they're
only
mostly
one
occult,
spell.
yeah.
Which, hey!
Keep
You'd
the
have to hold on to
book.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so, some things to hold on to that I can just for extra prepared stuff.
Yeah. So. Yeah, for shopping, we're going to pool then gold. I know Morgans can contribute some gold to pick up some alchemist fires, because those will be
All right,
rather
how much
useful.
gold?
Especially if you...
Let's make a total right now, and then we'll figure out how to spend it.
Well,
Yeah,
we should decide what kind of alchemist fire we're getting, because I believe it's like other it elevates depending on
level 3 is the most effective and affordable for us at this point. The next one up is level 11, so I think that's not within our grasp.
And would cost 250 gold a pop.
Yeah, and they're 250 gold a piece. So
how much are level 3 ones?
10 gold pieces each.
Okay. See, I have 9 plat plus 5 gold.
I got 6 platinum, so like I can buy. I'll spend a platinum to get one. I don't know how many we're getting, so that's I wasn't gonna buy like all 5 or 4 or however many we're getting.
I'll say Morgan's is willing to contribute enough to get 5 from their own. So that'd be like 5 plat.
Okay. So I'm gonna add alchemist fires. I'm gonna add 5 based on what Morgan's just said.
Okay.
I mean, I'll chip in too, so you don't have to give all 5. Like, what if we all just bought one, and like every party member is carrying one?
Fair enough.
That might be the best way to go.
I think someone will have to carry 2, because I don't think I have enough space to carry. I'm pushing the encumbered.
Oh, it's
limit.
1 light item. Okay. I put 5 moderate alchemist fire in the party stash.
All right, I subtracted a platinum for one of them, so.
Alrighty.
Subtracting 1 myself. Actually,
I'll do 1 as well.
So it sounds like everyone's just buying their own.
Yeah.
Okay.
and
Okay.
then I'm gonna grab one of those and. Okay, yeah, the other thing to keep in mind, Zaz, you're still our only living party member, correct?
Yeah.
Because those mummies, their effects, that one effect they have, looking it up, what it's called, Despair, would only affect you. As it's only living creatures.
Okay. Mommy to despair.
Mummy rot could still affect any of us. It's just, I think, those of us who are undead get a +1 to the save against it, since it's a disease effect. Am I correct in that?
Disease and any damage.
Zaz does not get undead benefits, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm talking about the rest of us.
Oh.
I'll put the. Let me put the
Oh,
dust.
was that a question to me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was asking to confirm the mummy rot still affects the whole party. It's just those of us who are undead would get a +1 bonus to the save.
Gristle, the
basic
dust of disappearance is in there for you to grab.
Do the basic undead benefits.
You're talking about the despair aura? No, the mummy rot.
Yeah, mummy rot.
Yeah, you're still affected by it. Yeah,
I believe
you get a
despair
bonus
aura
against diseases. Is only
despair
against the living. Yep.
Yep. Okay, yeah, just making sure we got all this down since we're graciously provided that information. We should basically make sure we have all of it ingrained in our minds.
Okay. All right. So there's still 4 alchemist fire in the party stash, so I'm not sure people are acting on the
Hesdrid
fire.
grabbed his.
Oh, I just added one from into my inventory.
Does everyone else just want to add their? Okay.
I'm just now going to the stash for mine.
Okay. Everyone grab yours from the stash if you haven't given yourselves one. Okay.
Can you give the dust to Grisel or Grizzle?
Okay, Gristle should just take it if that's the plan.
I don't know if he's Feric. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I put the dust of disappearance in the party stash for you to grab.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then hopefully we'll have all of our players next time, and then probably going to start with we're going to go straight to it. Of course, in the general chat, talk about any other plans you want to have. Okay. I think the Ring of Wizardry, I'm afraid, will be subsumed into
I'm actually just kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just right now for some of the items that I think I would be keeping, like between character or not the Ring of Wizardry. That
right,
one I've just
not
stuck in. I'm just sticking the stuff that Tal has in there right now. Mostly just the things that I think he'll be keeping. I just kind of stuck that in there because it was it was a list of things because it was this and the crafter's eyepiece and the artisan stools because I know that I'll be sticking with the tattooers thing mostly because we've already messed around and had him tattoo people just for the sake of continuity.
Yeah.
So
as long as you count it against the new one's wealth, I guess.
Oh yes, of course.
But not the Hunter's Hag, because that definitely came from the adventure and.
Yeah, the Arcanists or the Ring of Wizardry.
Okay.
Will just be, I assume, assumed into his wealth.
Yeah.
Because he can't use it anymore. Alright.
It'll just be assumed as part of,
Yeah, but I will keep in contact and see if they get a data pack for that?
Yeah.
And then
Let me know.
make the character later in the week? Okay.
All right. Anyone else have any questions or things to bring up? If not, I think we are done.
All right.
See you guys.
Next week, raiding
Yeah,
the
we meet
witch's
next
house.
week.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
All right, and Tal will stay in touch on the necromancer,
Indeed.
and hopefully we can get a data pack and then something done by midweek that I can look over, or Thursday.
Sounds good.
Cool. Thanks. Okay. Talk to you later.
Like
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.